All right. All right. Thank you, my people. If you can hear me now, that's wonderful. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, good. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, my co-panelist. Right. Okay. Sorry about that. But we are here. We are here now. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. We are here because we have emergency debates. As you all know, our normal debate is every Friday. But this one, we decided to talk about this evening. Today is Monday, 31st January 2022. Yes, Rochas Okorocha, as you can see right there on my title, have declared interest for presidential race. We are going to talk about all this. Unfortunately, the same day, EFCC came out to charge the same Rochas Okorocha for 2.9 billion naira fraud. These are all the things we are going to be talking about today. I know some of our youths have previously called for Rochas Okorocha to come out for our aid. But I would like to ask more of these questions. Throw them to my panelists today. Do you think Rochas Okorocha is the right choice for Nigerians, or rather for Nigeria? My people, once again, I greet every one of you. Sorry for that interruption, network issue there. You know, I can see Joy P is right here with us. Good evening to you, Mother of all. Mommy the Aspera is right there with us. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks for joining us. Anthony Endurance, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Thank you very much. I can see Israel is right here with us. Thanks for joining us. Anthony Endurance is right with us. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to every one of you. Beauty Lady is right there with us. Thanks for joining us. Good evening. Paul Duwa is right there. Good evening to every one of you. Let's do this one now. Please help us to hit the like button and help us to share so that others can know that we are right here. Before that, I would like to play this music for 1 minute. All right, my people, once again, good afternoon to you all. Good morning, good evening, depending on your own region. Yes, we are here. We need more people to join us on this particular one because I and my panelists are going to be vibrating this evening. We need to talk about this. Yes, we need to talk about this. We already have Lefties with us in the backstage. I'm going to be bringing him live right now in 10 seconds. Please, you have the link right there on the comment section. Hit on that link to join us right here. You know, hit on the link to join us right here. You know, remember, we only have space for 12. First come, first serve. That's what we do here. You know, let's do this. Let me bring our brother in. Hello, my brother. Let's this Etoya. How you doing?
Good evening, my brother. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening to you.
Nigeria. We are here again on another Sunday to talk about issues disturbing us, issues with Nigerian. This is another one again. It's happening today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, lefties. Thanks for joining us, the first panelist this evening. As always, thank you very much for joining us. All right, people, as you all know, I'm going to be reading, I'm going to be playing a couple of videos and all that. So I would like us to start from reading. We have Israel Asemuta just joined us right now. My brother Israel, how are you doing this evening? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, leftists. Thank you so much, Niger Watch, for this thing you just brought to us today. This is about our country. We love our country. We are patriotic, and we urge everybody to share. And let's discuss this. Very important. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, my people. Right, I'm gonna be doing this now. Just give me 10 seconds to pull this up. Okay. All right, as you can see right there on your own screen, 2023, I'm not a candidate of zoning. Okorocha formally declares for presidency. Yes. This one na emergency will not make us day this evening, but we go chop now today. Mona, don't worry. Can see a lot of people have joined us. Vivian the Rose in the building. Good evening to you. I can see Irene Finance with us. Good evening to you. Naomi Bella, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. I can see Edo Sky, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Yes, those guys, Tinubu is in the hospital in London right now. Some people say not be saying he just go there, he go visit people. Some people say he is too tired for rally round, telling people that he wants to become a president in 2023. Some people say no, he only went there for medical checkup and all that. We already debate on that. So yeah, let's move on. Can see Cool Best with us, Osesmo. Good evening to every one of you. Gildua Obakbolo is right there with us as well. Good evening to every one of you, my people. Please help us to share. We got to do this. As you can see right there, 2023, I'm not a candidate of zoning. Okorocha formally declares for presidency. Now, I'm going to start reading before we go for the videos, all right? Now, former Imo State Governor and Senator representing Imo West District, Rochas Okorocha, has officially declared his intention to run for the presidency in 2023. This is as he once again kicked against the zoning of political offices in the All Progressive Congress, appealing to party leaders to allow level playing field for candidates no matter their region. Yes, I support that. Okorocha said this on Monday in Abuja, today, 31st, at a World Press Conference, which doubles as the first official declaration of his intention to run for the office of president after it was made public on the floor of the Senate last week. He said, and I quote, this one is from Okorocha, my people. He said, and I quote, I hear people talking about zoning. I'm not a candidate of zoning. I'm a candidate of justice. Maybe the Southeast has not been able to present their matter very well before the rest of Nigerians. I appeal to my party APC to allow a level playing ground, and the Southeast must know that power is not given, it is taken. You must reach out to people who you want to vote for, who you want to vote for you, but let justice reign. The lawmaker promised that if elected, he will reunite the country, a challenge he said previously leaders have been unable to tackle head on. We continue, going to talk well for a year. He also promised free access to education from basic to secondary school level. Wow, Okorocha just started to declare everything now. So we will stop there because I would like you all to hear from him directly. But before that, my people, I have Brother Nice with us. Brother Nice, how are you doing? Good afternoon to you, or rather, good evening to you, my brother.
Yeah, good evening, Najawash. Good evening, panelists.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining us, Brother Nice. We'll be coming back to you all to contribute to this, but let me bring this to your table first. Thank you. All right. My people, another shocking moment where we can see few minutes, or rather, let's say few minutes where Okorocha the talk finish. We just see another bomb you all come from nowhere. Bam! As I put that for screen, so another bomb. EFCC charges Okorocha with 2.9 billion fraud. Hey God. When I know what this one means, it means you go nowhere. Let's talk about you. You say you want to rule as a president. Don't worry, we'll pepper you. When I remember, I say Okorocha na Igbo man. You know, say when it comes to Igbo, like Nigeria government, no one use here at all. Say Igbo man, you want to become a president? I know say this IPOB of a team, Biafra and all these things. So they believe say if Igbo man can rule today, immediately go share Nigeria. So that they think. But my question today, the debate here today, will be based on, after I read this, Okorocha, is it the right candidate that can bring smile to Nigerians? Or should we continue to seek for another? There's so many questions we're going to be passing to ourselves today. Now, before that, my people, let me go to this one. As you can see right there, this one is Premium Times. We work with legitimate sources, like I've always said. We don't just talk. Yes, EFCC charged Okorocha for 2.9 billion fraud. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, has charged Nigerian senator and former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, with allegations he conspired with others, including an APC politician and 5 companies, to steal. You see the way I put on to steal 2.9 billion naira from public coffers. EFCC filed charges totally 17th on Monday at the Federal High Court, Abuja. Court document exclusively obtained by Premium Times show. In addition to Mr. Okorocha, other defendants are in Shinyere, or their name is long, and Legend World Company Concepts. Okay, they have so many names there. I have to jump it. The charges were filed about the same time Mr. Okorocha was declaring his intention to run for the office of president in 2023. Yeah, that is my question. That is my surprise. That one actually baffles me. How come when Okorocha declares his intention to rule or to run as 2023 presidential election, why be say I see you they pull mic down? EFCC you're on command. Say, hey, you go nowhere. All right, let's continue, my people. Mr. Okorocha, 59 years old man. Okay, now 59, this man, the old past the age, but still is a good age. Mr. Okorocha, 59 years old, was a 2-term governor of Imo State, serving from 2011 to 2019, when he lost an intense political battle to install his son-in-law and chief of staff, Uche Nwosu, as a successor. He, however, succeeded in winning the Imo West senatorial election for himself as a candidate of the APC. The returning officer alleged he was forced to declare Mr. Okorocha the winner under duress, making INEC delay issuing him a certificate of return. Okay. His co-accused Mr. Inyerere open source searches show. Okay, I'll just stop that one there because we don't want to go to others. Now, let's focus on Okorocha declaration and EFCC charges. Immediately, we'll be talking about all these, my people. Thank you very much for joining us, my co-panelists. Before that, I have some videos to play here, but because the video is new, I will play 1 or 2 minutes. You will hear voice from the background. That's what we're going to be doing today. But before that, let's move on. I have more people joining us right now on the comment section. You can see Richard Adams in the building. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Say, Elvis, before you end your question, my answer is no. Okorocha is a no. All right. Okay. Patricia Enofe, my dear sister, thanks for joining us. I appreciate you. Jesus is my father. Thanks for joining us. I can see you right there. Thank you. Okay. Faith Whitfred with us in the building. James Omo, thank you for joining us. Agbe Nogapi Special is right there with us. Prince Junior Paris, thanks for joining us. Cool Best, I see you all. Thanks for joining us here. I know I will jump some people's name today because I don't plenty for here, not be small. But still, I appreciate every one of you for joining us. Favors, every guy can see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to every one of you. Let's do this one. Please help us to share and hit the like button. But I want you guys to listen to 2-3 minutes from this video. Then you'll now be hearing more voice from the background due to copyright. You know, what we have right for. You know, okay, let's move on. This one is from Arise. As you know, I love them so much because these people are beginning to stand for what is right in Nigeria. They are the only mainstream media that I know that I can hit my chest for. At the moment, yes. But let's move on.
People of the southeast region of Nigeria are leaving no stone unturned in their clamor for the Igbo presidency. More aspirants have now come out from the region, which is an indication that people are more than anything else serious about their ambition for the #1 office in the country. Among the top aspirants are the former Senate President Pius Ayim Pius, former Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha, former President of the Nigerian Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria Sam Ohuabunwa, and the former Central Bank Deputy Governor Kingsley Moghalu. We now cross live to Abuja, where one of the aspirants, Rochas Okorocha, is waiting to speak on his ambition.
Plateau State, Nasarawa State. God bless them all. God bless the land of Bauchi State, the land of Gombe State, Yobe State, Borno State, Taraba State, Adamawa State. God bless them all. God bless the land of Anambra State, Ebonyi State, Abia State, Enugu State, and Imo State. God bless them all. God bless our federal capital territory. God bless them all. My brothers and sisters, let's now from now henceforth act under the settled conviction that this 36 states plus Abuja is our country, our whole country, and nothing but our country. God bless Nigeria. I'm a proud Nigerian. I have no other country on the surface of this earth I can call mine other than Nigeria. My wife seated here is a Nigerian. My 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls, they are Nigerians. My brothers are Nigerians, my sisters are Nigerians. Everything about me is Nigerian.
All right. Thank you very much. Everything about you is Nigeria. Okay. Your children were born in Nigeria. Everything Nigeria. Oga 2.9 billion. And they all because you they come up for this audio. Now the your issue you say 2.9 billion they wait for you make up pay. All right, this country is so funny. This country. Before we move on, you guys are going to hear more, but I like to carry my panelists along this time before we play more videos from there. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. I'm coming back to that. Don't worry, you are not going to miss anything at all. Right, Lefties, Etoya, my brother, thanks for joining us. Talk to us. What is your take on this? Rochas Okorocha have declared interest for the seat of presidency in 2023, and at the same time, EFCC came out to say, no, where you they go? You know, you go nowhere. Talk to us. What's your take on that?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Elvis. I greet everybody. There's not much to talk about this. We already knew that Rochas has been nursing such ambition to be the president. But first of all, before I continue, I would like to quickly congratulate Omoro Oresowore. His name has been reactivated today.
Good.
You know, since January 12th, his name was deactivated. And he gave government, he went to court he gave government 7 days ultimatum. But for, I don't know of the passport, but as of today, the name has been reactivated. So there's hope that is now in Nigeria. I want to first of all use this medium to say congratulations. The struggle must continue. Now,
Yes.
going back to Rochas. You see, Rochas is a very funny man. You remember during his time, him and Oshomole was like this, they were like enemy, but they are the same thing. They are doing the same thing. They are both clever in government, very sharp and outspoken. We know, and I know, that this government, especially the Nigerian government, especially the Buhari administration, they are good at this. They'll take you, make use of you. While they are making use of you, just keep quiet. Don't talk. The moment you want to raise your shoulder and equal yourself with them, they come after you. Meanwhile, as they are making use of you, they are giving you money. They are encouraging you to be corrupt. They are covering you. They are keeping your records. This is what just happened to Rochas. This is exactly what is going to happen, what is happening to Rochas. He will not get there. They're going to use this corruption charge to suppress him, just the same way they are suppressing Sowore. That's what's going to happen to Rochas. They waited for him. They knew he was going to come. They knew it. So they waited for him to just, if this one just talk, this one don't get where they go, this one too small for us to deal with. They didn't even just wait. They know the time and date. They were waiting. Oh yeah, continue. If you are not finished, oh yeah, let's go to court. 17 charge. 2.9 billion. It's an issue. It's a very big issue. This issue is going to drag. We know Nigeria court is going to drag, and with this, he go nowhere. He's going to regret. He's going to regret coming on today to say, "Oh, wow, I want to be Nigeria president." I don't know, say again, me. Don't mind. Don't forget. Don't forget quickly. Don't forget. Yeah. Rochas are one of the people that backroll this government to come into power. Yes, we must not forget the people like Rochas in the east, Tinubu, Obasanjo, and the others. So Rochas thought he has a stake, but not knowing that the evil days are being kept for him. This is just the beginning.
Wahala. All right.
Yes, I thought that this is just the beginning.
Let's move on. We'll be coming back to you again, Leftist Itoye. Thanks very much for that contribution right there. Let's move on. Let's talk to our brother Israel Asemuta is in the building with us. Talk to us, Israel. How are you doing, my brother?
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Wash, and good evening, my co-panelists, and good evening, Nigerians. Well, like my co-panelist just said, Mr. Leftist, we are so happy today, and I'm very grateful to God. I swear, I celebrate with him. When I saw him, I was watching the news today, walk out of the High Court. That's the person of Omoyele Sowore. He reinstated back. It was a joy for us. It's a hope for Nigerians. It's a hope for the aspiring youth who are also clamoring for him. And we want something good for him. let's hope that the judgment goes on like that on his favor. Like the one that is at hand right now, Okorocha or Okorocha, Nigeria. You see, is there nobody there when you said the trap? Nobody goes see cash you in a way. Now the way when you take set down, whether now you go cash or that the person where you set down for, now you go cash. Now be no chance Okorocha on. Okorocha has played a lot in the Nigerian politics. He is talking just now as if he's that of the Obama of Nigeria. God bless Kwara State, God bless Plateau State, as if we have not been serving God in all those states. You see, when they are trying to deceive you, they try to paint themselves to be very good.
Yes.
They want to paint themselves to be very good. He was one time a governor. He was one time a former senator. Announcing his manifesto, this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'm going to do. Forgetting that he was one time in power. You are going to give free school. When you were a governor, these people were still paying school fees. So when you become a president, you make it lower for them. Are you not going to start from here? You're going to start from the grassroots so that people will see you as an aspiring person, a leader to become. But you failed. Now you want to put yourself back. As you are bringing yourself back, they are telling you, oh, God, come away. That 2.1. you forget, huh? We there here. That is to tell you what they have been doing. Like my panelist also said, this administration, they will use you, they will dump you, and look for certain things to, allege with, so that they allege something with you, so that it can go with, until before you know it, you know what will happen. 2023 will go past. He's still struggling there. The Nigerians must wake up. Nigerians, they must wake up with all this, their hallelujah. It's not going to work because they know him before. It's not a new person into the political realm. Okorocha has been a main chieftain when he talk of political affairs in Nigeria. His name has been reigning. He has been reigning since Chuba Okadigbo.
Yeah.
He's a strong person. So he knows that this thing, he might face it. And this is what he's facing now. You cannot cajole people again. That is what it is. For me, people like this should not just come out to say they want to run because they have a lot in their cupboard. He is still even fighting with the current Imo governor, Hope Uzodinma. He's still currently fighting with it. So they know themselves. So you cannot paint yourself now to be a nice person to come and rule Nigeria when we know that the status quo is gradually changing. You want to come and paint yourself and say, God bless this one, God bless this one. So Nigerians should not be cajoled because these people are going to come with tactics. They are going to come with sweet mouth. They are going to give you sweet potato. Meanwhile, when they go there, you are going to remain in Egypt. You must open your eye and see their strategy. All these are all ways to divert Nigerians. This one will come, court case will come in, but Nigerians should be focused. They should be focused on what their aims and objective is. And they should know that electing 2023, they must bring in somebody that knows the benefit of all Nigerians, that sees what dividends of democracy is, and can even understand what democracy means to its people. And they should be able to be they'll be able to be a good president and also a full Nigerian. What I mean by full Nigerians, who understand the pain of all Nigerians, not just for the selfish people. That is my contribution for now. I'll leave my older panelists to talk about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother Israel. We're going to be coming back to this because we are going to analyze this in depth. But before that, we have our brother Nice. Brother Nice, talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Niger Watch.
Thank you.
Yeah. For me, this Okorocha, all those are still same people recycling politicians. Those are the people I've always spoke about. We don't want these people in our politics anymore. We want neutral person.
Okay.
This year, this 2023 that is coming, I want somebody to come from nowhere and take this power from these people. We don't want all those recycling politicians, no. Neutral person that have never tasted power before. That's the person that will come and take this thing from these people. You understand? So, as for EFCC, this EFCC is like these people, they are very biased.
Okay.
This EFCC, why is it that they always go for the small fishes, and the big fishes around them, they don't catch those ones? They are very selective. So that's their mission. They told them to be selective.
But Okorocha is a big fish. Oh.
Yeah, I know Okorocha is a big fish, but all those Yahoo they are going after, Yahoo boys, Rose girls, those are little fishes. They need to go for this Bulovan, Mr. Bulovan. That one is still walking around where EFCC is still there.
Bola Tinubu.
Yes. So EFCC want to tell me that they don't know Bola Tinubu house. And they don't see the camera that showed the Bulovan that went to his house. So people like those people, they are there, they are ambassador there. Why can't they go after those people? Even to this Buhari himself and his wife and all of them, these people are supposed to probe them. If this EFCC is really, if they are not biased, there are a lot of criminals.
Well, my surprise now is that how come EFCC was just like they were at the door waiting for Okorocha to finish his speech?
That is what look, Niger Watch.
Yes.
Niger Watch, this is what I was telling you before. This EFCC, if they are not really biased, why is it that when somebody, when it's close to the election, that is when they always come out with cases, like what they do, like what these politicians, what they did to Oshiwore as well. They freeze everything about his identity when he was close to election. So EFCC now, because this man just came out, now he's still close to election, EFCC said, okay, what have they been since then? Why can't they say that this man was they know about this case since then, and they did not say anything about it? So when he now came out as a candidate now, they don't know that he has a fraud of 2.9 million. So this is what I'm saying. This our politician, they use all this EFCC as a weapon to stigmatize the rest politicians that want to compete with them. That's what they do.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let's continue to listen to this video from Okorocha. As you know, he was blessing all the states in Nigeria. He blessed all the 36 states in Nigeria today. For me, I never knew that this man is a pastor.
Now desperation be that.
Okay. All right. I can see Iris Water, Mr. Elvis, I believe they have the information because the rumor of intention has been on air. Yes, but it surprised me, The man, they put microphone down. They tell us, 2.9 billion. They will still allow this man drink water first now.
Niger Watch. If you still come out as a candidate tomorrow, they'll still do the same thing to you. Now they'll come tell you, say, this YouTube boy they use is then they hold their money.
And not pay tax. All right, my people. Let's move on and listen to Okorocha. In fact, in talk many things will be sweet me for this program. Although you cannot trust these people, but the things where I want to hear from any of the candidates in talk many today, I believe that one is one of his USP, unique selling points. We have a caller here. because today we are going to share it equally. Hello, Mr. Tony. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us. Good afternoon to you.
Good morning from my head.
Thank you.
Sorry that I come late to this program today.
No, you not come late. We just start.
Okay, that's good. Let me quickly shift something. I did all the whole Nigeria watch. You see, our leaders of Nigeria, they are too biased. You know, Okorocha have been moving around for a month and how many years now? They never arrest the man. Now, when the man have interest to say, I want to become a president of Nigeria, they want to use this avenue to intimidate him. Okorocha is a strong man. He's not somebody they can push around. He has been in politics for long. The man will be there before he become a governor. But the truth is that Nigeria is not fair. That is number one. They are not fair to us at all. You can even surprise that the same Igbo to Igbo people, they are the ones who doing this thing today. Let me be frankly telling you the truth. You will not see, instead of for we to produce only 2 candidates from East, you will see more than 10 or 20 people be running for the presidency. Who will step down for who? No. Tinubu, we have been crying for Tinubu for how many years now for the pullover? Nobody go after him.
Does it mean that Tinubu, sorry, my brother Tony, does it mean that Tinubu is above the law? How come this EFCC, they don't mention his name at all?
Do you know why? He's a part of the decision maker in Nigeria. That is one thing to know. Buhari come to power is because of the people making come to power. You understand?
Yeah.
That is the agreement. They make an agreement between themselves. Buhari is supposed to be the vice president before they choose Osubajo. Buhari didn't go Osubajo because why? He did not have other choice. Because Hausa don't want to bring anybody. That is why they put Osubajo there. It's a slot to Buhari. That vice president, it was a slot for Buhari. So, sorry for Tinubu. Now, Tinubu, we don't cry. Lagos, they don't cry. They don't do everything. One day, they never answer one question. Say, okay, this pullover we are even talking about. How come about it? You believe if that pullover was say in Igoma house or that region house, that person could have been here CK for long. Nobody asked Goodluck Jonathan the money.
Yeah.
Nobody asked Baba Obasanjo the money for electricity. My brother, many. Even to Dangote, in case when he have from Ocheni Bank, which is Syria, where is the case today? We don't hear anything, my brother. Just that the Nigeria, for me, I love Nigeria as a country. But the way they are doing it, my brother, there's no fairness in it. Especially the Igbo. There is no fairness. Let's be sincere to ourselves. There is no fairness, my brother. If you go to Japan here, you see what Igbo people are doing, brother. You will respect Igbo people. I am telling you the gospel truth. You will respect Igbo people. If Igbo come on the economic for Nigeria, forget what they are outside this one. The economic Nigeria will go down. If you enter seaport, where will the drop container? My brother, come in here. If you enter Nagoya for Japan, you enter Nagoya, my brother, you see container, you will fear. If they are taking 100 container a day, 95 will be for Igbo. They are trying where to Nigeria. So for Okorocha case, my brother, we are still expecting more to come.
Yes.
Case, many will still come. Right to this date, they will be going after all of them because Hausa don't want to leave power.
Hi.
They don't want to leave power. That is not the truth.
Wahala. Thank you very much.
They will still go for Tinubu. They will go for Tinubu. Without the watch. They will go for Tinubu. They will go for him. They will call him. Before this election, we go if Tinubu really emerge as the president of Nigeria. Right to for you to be on agreement with them. That is why they will call you.
All right.
You can see somebody who come today and give a good speech and pray. We know all politicians, they are disabled. There are some of them who have fear of God, amen. Especially Okorocha, it really work. When I go to Owerri, that time when Okorocha was the governor, my brother, I try you. If he did work when Okorocha do for them, my governor where we did now, he do that kind of thing. My brother, I will give my kudos, make it for 10 years. So, Nigeria, thank you so much for bringing this thing to us. May God bless you.
Thank you, my big brother. I appreciate you.
After 3 years.
Thank you.
We are going to bed.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Good night. Yeah. All right. We have another of our brother here, Papa Oduwa, calling us. Hello. Good afternoon to you, or good evening to you, Papa Oduwa. Thanks for joining us. Please.
Thank you
talk to us.
Thank you for allowing me to suggest my opinion. I heard people were saying Rochas has not been invited by EFCC. He has been invited by EFCC before. He know about the case. Rochas know about this case. He was there for 2 days with them, 3 days with them. He knew that this case will come. They will invite him when he declared. He knows already. But he's going to surpass them. Rochas, I wanted to give Igbo people a chance in Nigeria to rule Nigeria. Rochas is the man to rule Nigeria if they give the Southeast chance to rule. Rochas. You know why? Because Rochas is a philanthropist. He has network all over Nigeria. He has network all over Nigeria. He's a free giver. He gives. He helps the youth. He helps the school. He has been donating to schools and all over Nigeria. Rochas is the man for Nigeria. If they give the Southeast a chance, if they give him a chance, Southeast a chance. I think Rochas is the best man to rule Nigeria, then Nigeria will be good. People don't know about this man. And when this man was ruling, Imo State was nowhere to go. Imo State was nowhere to go. Imo State, when Rochas was there, Imo State was a place to go and visit. I know about that. Before, when you go to Imo State, you don't know any place to go. You don't have a place to go in Imo State. But when Rochas started being governor of Imo State, Rochas opened a way for Imo State. Tourist people were coming all over Nigeria to visit Imo State. I think Rochas is the best man for Nigeria. Rochas will be like a when Jonathan started for the first time. Rochas is a man, he's a businessman. He's a philanthropist that is opening a way for you people. Open a way that can run with you on the field. You will not have. The last caller said, we didn't give him a chance. We did not have to give him a chance. That I don't know. But I want us, where the Southeast, to fight behind the Okorochas, not Tinubu. If Tinubu rule in Nigeria, Tinubu will give all his access to the Yoruba people. Agbe will on the street in Yoruba, Lagos. But if Rochas rule,
Leftist, can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you, Leftist. I think you mute yourself.
I'm hearing you now. The whole thing was muted.
I think it's Ever Sports. I guess so, from the way I say it. Brother Nice, are you still there?
Yes, it's
Okay,
mine.
Yeah, brother. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm still here, brother.
Yes, my network was interrupted. Sorry, guys. I think our brother will need to call us back about because we lost him right there. You know,
Okay.
can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Sorry about that. We have Engineer Francis with us. Engineer Francis, good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much.
God bless you all for all the awareness you people is trying to create in our community. God will bless you all.
Thank you.
All your heart desire, all what you are praying for, may God let everything come out from you this year.
Amen.
We are talking about politicians. I just tripped in about the last caller. He said we need to give Excellency Okorocha chance to be the president of Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's like we the people that live in diaspora, we are the problem.
Now.
We are the problem of Nigeria because it's like some people are here don't even know what is going on. Why we are in Europe? If we don't have somebody that can be a president in Nigeria, someone who have never even tested what is called corruption in that country, and that can explain where I get my wealth from.
Yeah.
And it have to be genuine. Not just come in and be a governor before then you have so many companies all over the whole world. You say you want to come and be a president of Nigeria. We should rule all those kind of people out. While we are enjoying the Europe today, America and everywhere, we have corruption everywhere. But all these leaders must be very careful. You must know where you make it. If you pay more than 10,000 euro in account in Germany, you have to explain how come about the 10,000 euro. Anybody that would be a president in Nigeria, we must see this person as a clean record from the root, from the parents and from the person. So that they can step on toes. Every time you always said it in your program here, let this our governor step on toe. How can the governor step on toe when the governor is even in the scene? You ever see somebody when he wear white clothes, he carry red oil for body? You dey tell and say make him wash am. How red oil want to come out for white cloth? You know go work.
Yes.
We dey find somebody when be say e matter clear, and we dey say the matter clear. Africa, when I call Europe, those days 99, they would say Coco Billy. Coco Billy don't even come get sense pass us for Africa, past Nigeria. Look at what did they happen for other country. Our Nigerian people no fit step on toes. What did they happen? All these people when they dance around all these politicians, they paint all these politicians. They are the same. All the governors, so when they come, you want to come be president, all of them, all of them cannot even explain where they get their money from. Ask me where I get my money from. I can explain to you. All my wealth I'm having, I can explain my...
But none of our politicians can explain that.
Those are our politicians cannot explain where they get their money from. If you buy a car here, we follow you up. We have to know how your salary, can your salary buy this car? That is the country I live. No, where you can't come from Nigeria, come buy house for Germany. Come try it now. Whether we not go beat you. You know we even fit buy the house. Because you need to declare that money. You need to explain this to us. How do you get it? But Nigeria is not like that. Our politicians, we need to wise up. This your platform really help a lot of people. People don't wise up today. Any small thing now, people don't video and they don't say, and I come. There's nothing there for secret. God will bless you. Now that one me, I want to just continue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. All right. Before we move on, my people, I would like us to listen more to Okorocha here. Please listen to this.
First, for those of you who have gathered here, you must have come from your little places. And I'm sure some of you must have come here, not sure of what happens of your family tomorrow. I'm sure some of you borrowed money to come here. I'm sure some of you are here looking at the help come. The help has come. There is a new Nigeria. Let me therefore
Before we move on, let's welcome our brother to the forum right now. Akim, my brother, good evening to you. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Good evening to the house. Good evening to you, Mr. Niger Watch, and good evening to the viewers.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. We are trying to listen to Okorocha, then we can take contribution from there, okay?
All right.
All right, let's put this thing on the screen for a minute, and then we take it from there. 1 minute.
Let me therefore appreciate the ambassadors who are here, who have made our time to come and hear me out. And I want you to extend this message to your countries, that a new Nigeria is about to come. We are no longer that which nations say we are. We're not that which World Bank say we are. We are Nigerians, and we're great people. And we love one another. Let me honor the architect of our nation, the men and women who struggled for our independence, and those who are sleepless night thinking about Nigeria, the architects of our coat of arms, those who designed our flag, green, white, green. This day I remember them. The Azikiwes, the Awolowos, the Sadauners, the Tafa Belewers, and the host of them. They are not here today and will not be here because they've been called to the war beyond. But wherever they are, I want to salute their spirit. May their soul rest in peace. And may the labors of our heroes past never be in vain. I salute them. But in the new Nigeria, I want to honor them in the new Nigeria. Tourism has been spoken so much about, yet without any practical realities. In the new Nigeria, the history of our founding fathers shall constitute the first stepping stone into the development of Nigerian tourism. To you, our recent but not too old leaders, the Democrats and those who had handled the affairs of this country, the Babangidas, the Shagaris, Absalams, Abachas, the Adwas, the Jonathans, the Obasanjos, two must mention. And of
what me I don't understand is that if this man is mentioning so many names that have caused us so much excruciating pains in Nigeria, and this man Okorocha is raining praises upon them, I don't understand. That is the area which I'm not getting now. Let's continue to listen to him though.
Of course, of recent, our dear President, President Mohamed Buhari, to all of you, this nation shall honor you. We're not here to condemn your activities, but rather to improve and build on the foundation which we have laid for our great nation.
Okay, we need to move on, but we have the good comrade in the building with us. We need to acknowledge him before we move on. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good evening, Niger Watch. Good evening, my brothers. I wish us a happy deliberation today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Let's just move on with this now. All right, my people, I don't understand though, but I want you guys to listen to what Okorocha is saying, because we need to talk and analyze this in depth. We have someone calling us. Before I move on, let's listen to this person first. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
My name is, and I want to say thank you for a good job, Niger Watch.
Thank you.
You know, we in the diaspora, we like watching your program. You know, I want to quickly say something about Okorocha.
Yeah.
And I want to say something. Nigeria as a whole, you know, Okorocha declaring to become president of Nigeria is something that so many people are trying to say they were expecting it. Well, it is not a new thing, but the truth is, the Easterners, they do not cooperate. They are divided. The Southerners, we are divided, and that is the problem that we are facing. I want to make it clear to you, at the end of the day, the Southerners will fight themselves, and the North will become president again, mark my word. If they do not stop the way they are going about it. Now, Ojus Okalu declared interest, and I believe that Ojus Okalu has what it takes to win some northerners to his own side. Rochas Okorocha coming out to declare is something that we all are supposed to see as a form of distraction to South. For me, everybody has the right to declare for presidency. But the truth is, have we ever come together as Southerners, West and the East, come together to throw their weight behind one singular particular candidate for the 2023 presidency? The answer is no. Let me tell you something. In 2015 election, I was opportune to be one of the flag-carrying member of PDP. I was in Taraba State. I know what happened in Taraba State. As you can see today, in Taraba State, let me give, it's just an example. In Taraba State, where I was a PDP, a PDP member, and so many things happened in Taraba State. Today, as I'm talking to you, Taraba State is under PDP for governor. But go check the result of the 2015 presidential election. Buhari won Taraba State. How? Because the Northerners threw their weight behind Buhari. Despite the fact that Namadi Sambo was under Goodluck Jonathan as vice president. Let me tell you, Sambo is from Katsina, Kaduna State. He lost his own state to Buhari.
Yeah.
Do you think that if Sambo wanted to win his state, he could not win it? He could have won it because he's a sitting vice president. But the fact that they throw their weight behind Buhari for Buhari to become president, and that is why Nigerians are suffering today. That is why things are getting worse than it had ever been since 1999. Okay, now, Rochas Okorocha coming out today, and as you can see, the EFCC have grabbed him. Because one, let me tell you something why they grabbed him. Rochas Okorocha has the right to declare like every other person. But one thing, the time he was governor, the sin Okorocha committed, and why they are after him now. When he was governor, according to what we find out, they said he is the first person from the south to say that the Northerners He's the first person from the south. He's the first person from the south to tell the Northerners in Imo State that they will be using ID card because of the rate of corruption or because of the rate of crime in Imo State. So that one almost caused another civil war in Nigeria, but many people never knew how Goodluck Jonathan tried everything possible to settle everything. Now, let me tell you something, what the people of Nigeria and what we do not understand about the EFCC. The EFCC went after Okorocha by an order. It was not just because the commission wanted to go after him, but they went there because of an order, and that order was given from somewhere from the presidency. Now, let me tell you, they are corrupt people in Nigeria. All the 36 state governors who have ruled that country before, who left office, all of them, no one will talk say they're not corrupt. No one. They are all corrupt. And they are guilty of it. There is no way that anybody will tell me that among the 36 state governors that have left, if you look at it, no northern governor have ever been arrested by the EFCC. It has not been possible. They have never arrested any northern governor by the EFCC from 2015 down to now, to this time that we are now. Okay, let me quickly make my point. Let me quickly make my contribution to the whole world for everybody to see. Now, the main thing is this, the game the Northerners are playing. Because I listened to Mayeti Yala, a particular cultural group in the North. They said that they have changed their mind. True, they changed their mind to settle down for a certain president, which means they are planning another raid for the Northerner to become a president again in Nigeria. Yeah. That is what is going on right now. That is why, as you can see, Rochas Okorocha has some particular forces from the north that are pushing for him to become president. So they know if they allow him
It will split the northern votes. During the APC Congress, they know that is going to split the northern vote. That is why they are after him right now. But if I was Rochas Okorocha, I believe he is a wise man. He should throw his weight behind Uzokalu. Look for somebody, or look for somebody, like for me, look for neutral person that has never tasted the seat of power before. Let us throw our weight behind that person. And that person must be from the south. Throw your weight behind that person. Push for that person to become president. That is the best way, and that is the best solution. We can knock them on their own game. Because if not, the danger of losing power to the north again, a Satana will never sit on that seat again. If we lose power to the north again, a Satana will never sit on that seat again. It is because the game has already started. They have started the game and they are sitting down, they are watching. And that is why President Muhammadu Buhari has become mute for long. He has not endorsed anybody. He said he's not endorsing anybody. And they are fighting themselves. And if you look at where the fight is coming from now, we Southerners, we are the one quarreling with ourselves now. Because this whole thing, this whole game, is a game. Tinubu is not supposed to even come out and say he wants to become president because of the rate and high level of corruption and of fatherism that man possesses. He's not supposed to become the president because he is not a mentor, he's not anything. Tinubu has become a thorn in the flesh of many Nigerians. That is just the truth, because a man who used the political terrain to enrich himself is not supposed to become president of Nigeria. Tinubu who has worked, he has made a lot of money, so let him sit down. When he traveled to Mena to visit Babangida, what did Babangida told him? Babangida told him, go and sit down, you have made a lot of money, sit down, stay behind the camera, let us watch who's going to become the next president. And he said every man has his own choice, everybody, this is a democracy. He was laughing because Babangida never accepted his presidential bid for him to become president.
Thank you.
That was what Babangida said. So,
thank you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, my people. Yes, because our brother was given a very vital information, so I have to give him that time to actually talk to us. But let's continue to listen to this, a little bit of this, then we move on to my panelists to tell us what they think about Okorocha's intention to rule as a Nigerian president and their thought as well on the EFCC charges. Immediately, Rochas Okorocha dropped his mic. EFCC charged him for 2.9 billion naira fraud. Let's move on.
And to our traditional rulers, the custodians of our culture and tradition, the new Nigeria shall write the principles of democracy, and we shall no longer define democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We shall now define democracy for the inclusiveness of the traditional rulers as government of the people, by the people, for the people, and with the people. That brings us to the issue of community government. Our traditional rulers shall play a very key role in the new Nigeria because our culture, our tradition is imperative. Every society of mankind is created by God with their culture and tradition. For no nation can grow above or beyond their culture and tradition for those who has a relationship with God. Unquote, Owele Rochas Okorocha. Our traditional rulers should be set where they will pioneer the community government to bring government down to the people and where people can understand the government, helping us to check crime and helping us to develop rural areas where most of our people reside. If traditional rulers are in charge and play a role, the Boko Haram song wouldn't have been what it is today. And to you, our judiciary arm of government, in the new Nigeria, judiciary shall be made the pivot and the only pivot upon which the wheels of this nation must be built. The laws must be obeyed, and we shall encourage you with a no-look-back welfare package, that you don't look back in dispense of justice. We shall do so bearing in mind that we have a culture and tradition. So the new Nigeria will advance the cause of ADR alternative dispute resolution, to reduce the number of pilage of cases which have suffocated our judges. And to you, my colleagues, members of the legislature, it's obvious that our budgetary system have not helped us as a nation and have not helped us to achieve more for our nation. And we cannot get the worth of our investment whenever a budget is made. The task force budget is the way to go in the new Nigeria, so that we can get reward on our investment as quickly as possible and hold people responsible for projects not executed. To you, my youths, the great youth of Nigeria, somebody said to me a few days ago, a young lady walked up to me and said, what would you do about NSAS and police brutality? And I said to them, there's nothing like police brutality. What you have is youths brutalizing youths out of frustration. The policeman on the street that brutalizes his brother, this so not because he's the police, it's because he's a young man frustrated. So for my youth, the economy under New Nigeria, the youth again shall be the bedrock and the pivot upon which all the wheels of our economy will rotate, anchored by technology. Never again will a Chinese young boy.
All right, I will stop that right there. We're going to hear more of him later on. Before that, my people, I would like us, before I will come back to our people right here, as you all know that we were acknowledging Omoyele Sowore earlier on. You know, his name has been restored back. You know, as we now know, the Nigerian government, you know, they were trying to frustrate his life. You know, so let's watch this video, my people.
Conference, something happened. So finally today we heard is that the judgment date has been reserved. As we always tell you, we come to court not because we believe in the system, it's because we are documenting this for history. Because everybody who is responsible for the violation of the rights of Nigerian citizens will at one time have to answer for their crimes. Absolutely. And we have no doubt that the course of action we took in 2019, Action for a Revolution, was the right course of action. Absolutely. And most of our citizens, compatriots, have come to understand and realize that now, that Nigeria is badly in need of a revolution. Especially now that some of the derelict politicians that put us in the condition that we are in now are gearing up to contest elections again, so that they can increase the misery of Nigerian people to a higher decibel. But we reject that. And the only way this will be totally cemented is for a revolution to happen. Whichever way they choose it, what we know is that the revolution is inescapable. Absolutely. And that's why we're here today in court, and we are glad that our answers did press possible to make it known to the judges why this jumpstart of restriction of a citizen. I keep saying it. Probably the only citizen in Nigeria's history, apart from Obafemi Awolowo in 1963, that was restricted or that has been restricted to a city. It's never happened before. Meanwhile, the criminals who are engaging in murder, killing people for rituals, who have stolen billions, are granted permission from time to time to travel abroad for medical treatment, even after they have committed these heinous crimes. But they have done us a great favor by letting us do more of the revolutionary work we need to do in Abuja. Because as I've said, and I'll say it again, nothing can stop an idea whose time. We are revolutionary. So we are moving from here to the presidential villa. That is where we are going. It's right behind us somewhere here. Behind us. And on that day that they brought me to Abuja, they just brought me closer to the seat of power. Yes. And ultimately, we will be in power in the interest of the Nigerian people and those who have made life miserable for you. Whether you're a worker, as I said, even those who are ignorant. 2023, we have said it, we never stop running in the first place. So the question of declaration is a matter of semantics. We have made that declaration and it's sacrosanct. That is, this country must be saved. And the people of Nigeria must have their dignity restored. How it is done, when it is declared, you will be informed from time to time. So I want to thank you all, everyone, for coming.
All right, people, we are going to stop that one right there. To be honest, I do ask myself sometimes, how come Nigerian youth are not supporting this guy? What do we want? What do we really want? Because Nigerian youth, we've been crying, clamoring for a change, a proper change. But Sowore is there. He has been there. But I don't see more of our youth talking about Sowore. Why? These are part of the questions I also want my panelists to talk about. But meanwhile, I want our panelists to come in right now because I've kept them mute for so long. Right, I'm going to be starting again from Lefty Zitoya. Then Lefty Zitoya.
No, Nigeria Watch. I'm sorry. They were the new ones that were coming in. I think they should also have the taste of it.
Okay,
we have Hakeem who have been here. We have the other panelists that have been here.
All right.
Yes,
okay.
yes,
You are right.
like Good Comrade and Hakeem, they just came in. Allow them to also lend their voice.
Okay, to say something. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Hakeem came before the Good Comrade, so let's do it like that. Hakeem, talk to us, my brother. What's your take?
Good evening.
To you.
Yeah, good evening. I wouldn't mind if good comrade go first as a honor to senior man, so it's no problem. But I will take my turn anyway. Yeah, I haven't seen the videos from both Okorocha and Omoyele Sowore. With Okorocha, it's not straightforward, to be honest with you. The man he did some good thing during his first term as a governor in Imo State, but in his second term there were some personal character from him that I didn't like. When you call yourself a Democrat, you should always exhibit that character of a Democrat all through. Where he get to a point where he was trying to, install his sister as a commissioner of happiness, install his son-in-law as the next governor. Them characters they are not things that I like to associate with Democrats. So for me, him contesting for the presidency, initially I thought if there was somebody from the Southeast that would fit that bill to contest as a president, I think Okorocha would have been the perfect choice because one, he speaks fluent Hausa language and he knows the northern part of Nigeria very well. Let me put it that way. So he would have been able to get into the heart of the northerners in as much as the southerners as well. So I will say that, but I just think for me over the time, he has done a lot to kind of damage his own reputation, his own image as time goes. So that is a no for me. And with Omoyele Sowore, it's a good development that things are moving in the right direction for him. But for me, I still think there's too much of activism in him rather than a presidential aspirant. I think he needs to be able to balance activism from being a presidential candidate because they are two different things and you cannot be both at the same time. You have to be one. The only way you can do it is try to have a balance, and I think he's struggling with that part because democracy, whether you like it or not, you have to work with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Those you don't like, those you like, you have to work with everybody because it's a game of number. You cannot isolate one part in a democratic setting and think you're going to assume power. You need everybody on board. And when you are playing the role of activist the way he is, you have to be able to tone down in some certain certain time, because you know that you don't want to cross some borders or step on some toes while you are aspiring into that office. And I think that is where Showore has been struggling right from time. You know, that I will stop I will stop there for now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Yes, let's go to the good comrade. The good comrade, good evening to you, sir. Once again, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, my brothers. Good evening, our listeners all over the world. God bless us all. One, Okorocha is a Nigerian. Is he qualified to aspire for the office of the president? Yes. I want to use this medium now, this opportunity to advise even with the panelists and even callers that will call into the program. Because instead of we to be demonizing or insulting one or two of the aspirants that we don't like their face, we rather use that energy to project and talk about the people we are supporting or the people we like or people who think we handle governance better. Because we are all Nigerians. In such from that, in the second coming of Christ, nothing will change. Rather, it's better we always provide solution. Coming up with a more superior argument why you think Mr. Peter is better than Mr. John, instead of demonizing and insulting and pouring allegations on one or two aspirants. Because like in the last debate, I said something. I said one man terrorist, that is terrorist, a man that would tie bomb on himself and go to a public gathering and kill innocent people. That person you think is evil, that terrorist, one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter. So you might not like Tinubu's face, you might not like Okorocha's face, you might not like Soware's face, but some people also love them. And all of us cannot go in the same direction. So I will advise everybody, even those listening, those calling in, those writing comments, and even panelists in this panel, to spend more of their energy on trying to project whoever they think is better among the whole lot, rather than focusing on insulting any of the aspirants. That is that. Now, Okorocha, his argument is very clear. He thinks since 1960 to date, the southeastern part of the country have never been given that opportunity to rule as president of the country. Not as a second fiddle, as maybe vice president or senate president, as the president of the country. I'm one man before now. I'm sorry, I have to say this. I don't believe in where you come from. I believe in competence. You know, I would have preferred institutional by the whole thing will be opened up for everybody, any region, any part of the country. Bring your credentials. Come and tell us what you can do differently if you get there. Then those with the more catchy words, more convincing words. If Nigerians love that person, they'll vote for that person. But the way our democracy is structured, we can hear one funny word they call zoning. Zoning is not in our constitution. It's not constitutional. It's just an arrangement because of I keep repeating this word, the fraudulent census figure that has been imposed on us, giving us that impression that the North are more than us. So that is why we say, okay, if we are to keep voting from that Jesus' second coming of Christ, the North will keep on winning because they have the numbers. That is why the drafters of our constitution are very smart. For you to be a president of a country, you must win at least 24 states among you must get 25% of 24 states among the 36 states. So if you think you are from the North, you have all the population, you think you can keep on winning or rule the country, you also have to get votes from the South and the East and certain part of Nigeria. So moving forward, more names are coming. We will see more names. But my fear for the Igbos, because what is happening in the presidency now will play out in the next election in Edo State. I know we are not talking about Edo, but it's good we guide ourselves from now. If you look from 1999 to date, the Ishan, the Esam speaking people have never held on to power, apart from the temporary one that Osarema Osumbo was there for a year and 6 months before somebody won through the courts. Okay. The Beninese, they have 55% of the numbers. And with that numbers, they think they can keep on winning continuously. But for fairness and equity, since we have accepted and agreed that we have 3 senatorial districts, it's good it goes around the various senatorial districts for fairness, for inclusiveness. And looking at, let's go back to federal now, looking at the crisis going on in the nation for the past few years, let's say from 2 years back now, I don't want to run too far. You can see the agitation for the Easterners, this Biafra, breaking up from Nigeria and all that. In their hearts, the Igbos, they believe they have been marginalized. Whether that is true, whether that is not true, we'll leave that for another day. So, for fairness, I think it's high time we look at the whole thing. That is why I said I love Tinubu. Although I have some things against him, I also have some things in support of him. Not for presidency, but as a human being. He has always been a kingmaker. He would have just said, okay, I sacrifice my ambition. Let's this thing go to where it's supposed to go, to dance down the tension in the nation, to calm everybody down, because let me say this, very important. Why am I dancing around? This is the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying now. In some part of the north, some of them believe this power belongs to them. They are even hungry that they are seeing Satanas throwing up themselves to go to seek the presidential slot. They want to remain there. Some part of the north now, they are believing that after Buhari's 8 years, another northerner will continue. Is that justice? So, for fairness, let all of them come out, throw up themselves. If you have any financial allegation against you and you have been invited by EFCC, if your conscience is clear, go and clear yourself. Because EFCC cannot just lock you up because they allege or they suspect. They must have facts and figures. We have seen so many cases where individuals win EFCC in court. So EFCC inviting anybody is not a big deal to me, except that particular individual is corrupt. If you are not corrupt, go there and clear your name. Then my advice for the Igbos, it has happened before now, it's happening again. Or you see, before the election proper, if all the aspirants are 1,000 aspirants, 700 will come from the east, southeast. Go and mark my word. They don't love themselves. They are the enemy of themselves. So they should unite and come together and throw up one person. Then southwest, you throw up one person. But again, I will say this again. It is one thing to be a credible candidate. It's another thing to be a sellable candidate. What do I mean by a sellable candidate? A candidate that have that structure nationwide, that have that nationwide spread. A candidate that have a name that can go to the north, go to the core north and get votes. It's not just about being honest, being decent, being eloquent. Because being eloquent does not translate to performance. Being young, again, does not translate to performance. It's not by being 70 years old. It's not by being 30 years old. So we should just pray for God. My prayer is this. I don't believe in any party. My prayer, God Almighty knows the heart of men. May that same God Almighty make sure that the best amongst all the whole lot, those who will perform the most, is that particular aspirant that will perform the most, develop Nigeria the most, unite the country the most, fix electricity, create an employment for the youth, set up infrastructure, then carry out a total reform by romancing with the House of Assembly, because no president can perform magic except he gets the cooperation and the assistance from the National Assembly. If you bring an NJ now to be a president of Nigeria, the way Nigeria is structured now, it can't achieve much. It is designed. So except we have to carry out some total reforms within ourselves, within our hearts, within our family units, the schools, the churches, the mosques, the in governance. If you take a good look at the scenario of Nigeria now, in the entire federation, put all the state House of Assembly members together in all the 36 states, put all the governors together, all the political appointments together, they are less than 5% of the generality of Nigerians. And they are the one making laws for you and I. So this is the time I will beg and urge all men of goodwill, pastors, doctors, engineers, professors, those who have what it takes to throw up themselves and start participating in their ward meetings. Be active. you know, come up with a more superior argument. Let their impact be felt in the gathering, so that those who have the money will be convinced that this man, I think he have what it takes, but he does not have the money. Let me queue behind him. Let me support him. Let me sponsor him. Instead of money bags keep ruling us. Because if you look at all the names now of the aspirants, they are money bags. They've either been former governor or former this. They've worked under one ministry or hold one portfolio in the past. You know, so I pray for Nigerians and I pray for the youth, because there is no president that can win an election without the youth. In those days when they were carrying ballot boxes, who were doing it? It's not the youth they were using. So we have to also encourage the youth and enlighten them to know that what they are doing, they are destroying their own future. So that is it for now. Let me stop and use the floor for other people.
Thank you.
God bless you, my brothers.
Thank you very much for your time with us. I will have Prince Collins in the building. Before we come to Israel, I would like to welcome Prince Collins here. Prince Collins, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. How are you doing this evening?
Thank you very much. You are all welcome, my panelists. I greet you. Lefties, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Prince Collins, I'll be coming to you shortly, but let me go back to Israel. Israel, Samuta, please talk to us.
Thank you very much, Niger Watch, and welcome to the floor, Mr. Prince Collins. I really enjoyed my fellow panelists talking just now. He said a lot of things, and I agree with him to some extent, but he spoke about the youth, how things are supposed to be. That is true. But he also said one thing, that we should be providing solution and rather than criticizing and things like that. That is why it is called a debate. This is what my fellow panelist has to understand. Everybody is entitled to his opinion. There are certain people who want to just don't speak on certain things just because of strategies, because they want to take to their other camps. They decide to just stay anonymous about how do they provide a solution. They are using words to show contrast in giving our people. And he spoke about enlightenment. And this is why I agree with him. Whenever we are here, we are trying to make sure that our people are enlightened by people who understand what is on ground. And he is one of the person who understand what is on ground. And other panelists that are here also understand the way. So there are different people who will bring us strategies. It is how you are able to present the case to the listeners, who you are able to convince. It's like reading a book without a picture. It is what you are writing. It is what gives the listener or the writer or the reader what that book is all about. You are also providing your solution. Other people are using words to show contrast, to tell the viewers what they are to do in terms of voting. So when we are not, when somebody and they are not bringing solution or trying to use certain things to tell the people what to do so that they don't fall into those traps anymore, it's another way of bringing solutions. So we must not say everybody here, we must always come and say this is who you support. It is not by force, and it's their fundamental right to whatever they want to say. As far as the audience, the listeners, they are understanding and comprehending what that person is saying, then the rest is history. So, and he spoke very well. And this is why I will agree with him on certain issues here. And I will disagree on certain issues here. Because he talks about the money bag. This is what these people have been using. This is what these people have been using. So instead of doing that, we must also tell the youth to rally over somebody who will stop this thing. And we cannot romance, the way he said, we cannot romance with anybody because those times has passed. Because the blood flowing in Nigeria right now is enough for everybody to start telling themselves, we must change the status quo. And that is what I want him to also understand. And also, for you to be able to tell them that this candidate or that candidate They must be able, what you are placing on ground, the resources you are placing on ground is what gives them the momentum or the zeal to also pick whoever they want to choose. So we must not mislead them and saying we must provide solution. We are not the one to provide solution because we are not in Nigeria right now. We are here to tell the Nigerian from what we have learned in wherever we are to be able to structure their mind towards good governance. That is what I believe. And
Not to fall in the
looking
wrong
at these people we have just talked about, Okorocha coming, you see the way Okorocha is presenting is that he looks like Obama. If you go and look at the speech of Obama and look at what Okorocha is doing, he's actually portraying that thing. But does he actually has that zeal to bring that democracy? Because, well, like one of my panelists said, he has discrepancies in one of what he was doing before. So if you must practice democracy, you must actually practice what you preach. It's not about saying it now, but when you go there, you were actually placing your son-in-law in one of the positions. Is that a democracy? If democracy is the government of the people, by the people, what he said, he should be able to demonstrate that when he was in office. So is it time now that you want to tell us? So these are what we are saying. We are not going to, we're saying there's no solution. There is always a solution, but we must able to give, we must be able to give the society, the listener, the mechanism for, going towards, picking their right candidate. So we must give them that mechanism and show them this is what it is, this is what it is. How do you compare this with this? So we are going to look at everybody because they are just coming out now. So we are going to assess everybody before we start structuring solution. So my panelists should also know that anybody that is not profiling solution right now, they also know why they are doing that, and they must be given their right. That is my own contribution. Thank you, Niger Watch.
Thank you, my brother Israel. Thank you very much for that. One thing I want you guys to understand on this, our platform, on anytime we have a debate, is your right to oppose anybody, any of the panelists right here. As long as we are constructively doing this, I don't have any problem with that. It's not compulsory that you must agree with me all times. And I cannot agree with you all times as well, but everybody are here for us to move how we can indoctrinate our people back home, for them not to fall in the wrong hands. Because the way it's going right now, like I said the other day, it looks like it was, I don't know who was actually saying it here, that Niger was, which one should we choose or go for? I responded by saying, we don't have any at all. At the moment, we don't know because more people are still going to be coming out. We only talked about this on last Friday, right? And as we are speaking now, Okorocha came out today. So we have more people to come out. So it's going to take us 3 months from now before we can actually focus on 1 or 2 of them. At the moment, many people are still indicating interest to become a Nigeria president in 2023. So we don't know right now, but I have a caller right here. I don't want to lose this caller. Okay, I lost that caller right there. Let me see if we can get the caller back because the caller have been calling since. Let's see and hear from what you have to say. Good evening to you, caller. Where are you calling us from and what's your name?
I'm calling from Spencer.
Okay, thank you very much, madam. What's your name?
I am from Edo State.
Okay, your name?
Grace.
Okay, Madam Grace, are you aware we are live right now?
No, I know, sir. I know. I'm watching you, sir.
Oh, okay, good. Go ahead. Talk to us.
One of your guys was saying Showore. Showore is lack of mature. It's not mature at all.
Okay.
Because Showore to believe Ojuju, that he don't win because of that.
He believe on Ojuju?
He believe Ojuju too much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why that Igbo man, we should give Igbo man a chance. Now Igbo man put state for Nigeria,
Okay. So you support...
So we should try Igbo man, we don't try Yoruba, they are corrupt. Now Yoruba now inside Nigeria. You understand? We will still give Igbo man a chance. We will look whether he will still help us. We don't try Yoruba, we don't try Hausa, we
Okay, so that means Rochas Okorocha, you want him to come as a Nigerian president, right?
Yeah, more tribal, my brother. You understand? Because we don't try Yoruba. Yoruba, they are even corrupt more than some people. You understand? Mostly tribal, then we should not the one way where will favor us pass. I mean, so we have to try Yoruba now, so mostly tribal.
Okay.
Because Igbo get one to 2 naira. You understand? Where people they made that they fear Igbo because Igbo people they are greedy. But we should just try them. So no, because I know so na Igbo man. Now divide state, now put state in Nigeria before.
You never know. You never know. Yeah. Thank you very much for your suggestion. I appreciate you, madam. Thanks for calling. Thank you very much.
Okay, my brother.
Yeah. Let's hear from other person right here. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Europe. I'm calling from Czech Republic.
Okay, your name, sir?
My name is Adua.
Okay, Mr. Adua, please talk to us. I guess you are watching us right now, right?
Exactly, I'm watching you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So the aspect of that woman, first talk about Showore. Showore as a person, I think that guy is my favorite person. Because I think Showore know Nigeria on his palm of his hand. Even though that guy is a freedom fighter, that is the kind of person we need in Nigeria. So I disagree with the woman telling that Showore like Juju. What do you mean by Showore like Juju? What do you understand by Juju? I don't understand by Showore like Juju. And I will agree with her for some other aspect that, listen, this evening I was watching Atiku, Atiku went to Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State, that man preached for almost 35 minutes, all for the same because people should support him to be the candidate. But I don't get it. These people, are they not ashamed? Are they not ashamed? For God's sake, you have tried the first time, you failed. Bring a new face. Okay, look at Tinubu. That man look like somebody that is sick. Just because if people have bank money, like what the other guy said, they are all bank money. They believe nobody again is capable because they have money. There are a lot of, young men, at least 45, 50, give somebody that you have good idea. There's something I want to say, There's something I want to say. You know this Peter, this guy, the guy that was vice president.
Peter Obi.
Peter Obi.
For me, that is the best candidate for president because Peter Obi, yes, that guy is the best candidate for Nigeria because I'm tired of North, South. For God's sake, let an Igbo man rule. These people are businessmen here. They are industrials. Give them chance to rule. For equality. For how long are you? Okay, look at what is was saying there. He preached all his preaching is the best candidate. That means you're trying to tell me that it's not, how would I put it? That means it's a Southeast. You don't have any good candidates to rule Nigeria. That means you are the best to rule Nigeria. What kind of stupid thinking is that? Do you even think that, people are very happy you saying that? You went to them to solicit for favor so that they will support you for. And for what this post have been to the north severally. He has gone to the south. What is wrong if you people give the southeast the vote? For once, let them just feel like they are more. This is why you see they are craving, they are fighting for, a bribe. Let an Igbo man rule. Let it be. Let it be like, yeah, no, we heard your cry. Okay, you push rule. Try your best to harmonize this country. For me, I swear to God, the thing that is killing me most is that Why is it that it's only PDP? He said that there's no other party in this in Nigeria. I don't understand. When youth, let's come together, let's show these big parties. Let somebody from different parties after. That's why people need different parties. Let the youth just come together. The way they do that, the way they do the, NTAS, let us come together.
I support you.
Vote a different party entirely. And let's show these people, let them know that they are not the Nigerian. This is just one thing that people, but okay, just imagine now, like one of your other, panel guy was talking. He said, yeah, the people, they don't like that. I said, actually, I found that should be true. Because if they really want a person to come out from the East, they should rally among like 1 or 2, like 4 or 5 people. They'll believe that any of them can go.
If people don't like themselves, what about those people? Do we like ourselves?
No, we're not talking. That one is different. We're not talking about that one.
So it's the same thing.
But that is what I'm trying to explain. When it comes to that one is different. Okay. But let me explain why I'm saying that if we don't like ourselves in those states, there's something that is causing it. Equality also. So let me keep that one aside. But what I really want to ask to you people is that this presidency thing of candidate, I really think an Igbo man should be the president of Nigeria, because I believe those people will do a lot of things, because those people are business minded. There's no way you go in the world, not even Nigeria, in the world, that you won't find an Igbo man. Those people will change Nigeria. That will be it will be like a business ground. It will be like construction. Those people they're just like the Chinese people. So please, I'm tired of these old people. From APC, you see what is his name? Turubu Jagaban, because he had money. He said, look, and when the man talks, look the way he shakes. Buhari came in there, it's our own money that saved his life. That guy went to London to sit there for how many years? He didn't do anything. So the same time, you people want to go to Turubu, that is when he okay, look at some of the happened. He shakes, the hand shakes. Okay, look at Atiku that he want to be president. Look at the way two eyes are looking. They look like somebody punches 2 eyes. They are dark, they are black.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. We need to move on now. Thank you.
Please, let's give an Igbo man a chance. Leave it like that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution right there. I appreciate you. People, before we move on again, I would like us to listen to Okorocha for another 3 minutes before I choose another panelist that is going to talk to us on this. Thank you.
Morning, walking on the street to the manufacturing sector of the economy. Producing toothpick, producing water, producing juice, only to send it to my youth to consume. We're not a consuming nation. We shall be a productive nation. The days is over in the new Nigeria, when all the smokes you see in all premises and houses is a smoke not of production, but of consumption of Ishe, Nkwobi, Massa, and the rest of them. This again will not happen in the new Nigeria. If there be any smoke that must rise, it must be a smoke for production in the manufacturing sector. Our youth are intelligent. Our youth are smart. They're energetic, more than any other youth in the world. But opportunity has not been given to them. New Nigeria shall give you the desired opportunity. And to you, my youth, I want you to walk proud from now henceforth. I know what you have gone through, and humiliation. Some of you have left your country seeking for greener pastures. Some of you have no job. But let me say to you, under the new Nigeria, employment shall constitute an infinitesimal part of our strategy. What constitutes the major part is self-employment. Because God has created every man with a gift. Talent must be exposed, and that which God has created it for must manifest. My youth, I salute all of you. But I appeal.
Although I salute you too. Although I like this man's speech because his speech was not scripted. Yes, his script was not scripted. Because of that, I applaud him for that. Because if you check it, all these are our old cargoes like Tinubu, many of them, Obasanjo, Atiku, and many on. They like to hold books. Whenever they are talking to us, you see that on their hands. You know, this man was talking for more than 40 minutes without no script. Everything was actually coming from his brain. But before that, please hold on, my people. I have a caller right here. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hello, madam. Good evening. Yes. What's your name? Where you calling us from?
Hello, are you hearing me?
I can hear you, madam. What's your name? Where you calling us from? Good evening to you.
Yeah, my name is Peace. I'm calling from Ireland.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yeah, I just want to say something. Like this man, Shore. That man is a young man. And Shore, like the other caller said before, that Shore, forget about what he believe or not believe. Somebody that will move the country, that will change the country. That is what we want. You understand? And if everybody can support that man, and I can sit down because he has been fighting for freedom, for that is he has been fighting for this freedom for to bring all these people out, all these challenges, all these ritualists, because of all the president, they are the one that caused these leaders, they are the one that caused problem in Nigeria. Look at young boys, look at everybody killing because they have been using them to be going to kill. That is why there is too much killing in that Nigeria now. You understand? Let somebody that I'm not sure, I know him that he know Nigeria more than everybody. Like even talking now. You understand? Because that man, he has been fighting. Let everybody give him a chance. And he's a young man. Forget about he come from Yoruba, he not come from Yoruba. That doesn't mean anything. It's somebody that will help Nigeria because the way Nigeria is now, people are afraid to go Nigeria now. You understand? Every time ritualists, because why? The churches are using guys to do ritualists, the politicians are using people, young youth to kill for them. Everywhere is now messed up. You understand? That is just what I would just want to. Please, everybody should bring head together. We should be debating. Let's bring one person out and let everybody support that person. Like the way we do for this man of Nawabaseki. We can do it. We can do it, my brother. We should forget about where he comes from, Yoruba, because as I'm seeing that guy, let's try him. You understand? Thank you, my brother. That is just what I want to say.
Thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
appreciate you, madam. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. That caller right there is insisting that Shore is our favorite and she wants us to deliberate on that and focus on one particular person that will rule us. So, yeah, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. We have another caller right here. Let's listen to him. Mr. Pius, thanks very much for calling us, sir. How are you doing today? Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for everything. Mr. Leftist, God bless you, sir. Because it's only two of you on your face, because you don't have any cockroach in your cupboard. That's why we are seeing your face. Others hide their face. I don't know why they're hiding their face. Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, Leftist can never hide his face. You can never hide your face. But other people don't even see their face. They hide their face. Why are they hiding their face? I don't know. This is what we are saying. Okay, because
you want to see my face? Should I give you face?
Yes, I want to see your face.
Some people here cannot be bold to show their face. Some people they can never be bold.
Mr. Pius, we always show our face. We always show our face.
Only the good comrade. We have never seen the good comrade.
The good comrade have a reason why he's hiding his face. So one day we'll talk on that.
Good comrade has no face.
No, the good comrade one is a fearless man.
No,
hold on, let me educate us. The good comrade is a fearless man. I prefer people listen to my message than the face.
No,
It's not the
No,
face, it's the message. What comes out of my mouth. Assess me based on that.
That is one of the characteristics that shows how you are going to work for them, because you must be able to demonstrate your face so that they know you wherever you go. So if you say you are fighting for me and you are hiding your face, how do I know you? It means that the fearless you said you have not administered it.
Hold on. Don't use the word hide your face. Listen to me. You don't know what I do for a living. You don't know what I do for humanity. You don't know what I'm doing for the nation. You don't know what I'm doing for the Edo State. You don't know what I'm doing for the palace. People know me. The first day this topic came up, I gave my full names. I'm a very popular figure. I have done things for the state. I've kicked out a local government chairman single-handedly. So let's not. We know our contemporaries. We are here debating. Doesn't mean we are some of us are mates. We are not age mates, but because we are here in the debate, we see ourselves as mates. So what am I trying to say? Judge a man by what comes out of his mouth, not by the picture.
Anyway,
so bring up my picture. Let's just click.
So if you want to become president tomorrow, will you hide yourself?
Okay.
I'm not a politician. I don't want to contest. Why am I giving you my face? If what I'm saying does not educate you, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
All right, let's move on. Thank you very much, my people.
Okay, Nigeria was no problem. We know because why I'm saying this thing, you understand? Because when many of us bring up this, when we are talking, some people will come and say, "Oh, so person, we know it's so like this. Is the person saying this? You understand something? You understand? That's why sometimes when you say something, you say anybody who want to criticize you, they should come out. That is boldness because you know who you are. You understand? That's why let me just end there. Number two, all those people, the issue is what person that Nigeria needs, my brother. Sure, but I don't really know what is going. You see all those our old politicians. If Nigeria we can come together, bring a young youth out like Showore, back with Showore up. I know things. You see what they are doing to Showore now? They are 6 million of his things because they know that guy is a case to their own body. They know it's a what can I call it? It's a big cockroach. It's a very person that who can fight them. They know it's a person who can fight, who can join the youth together. That's why they are holding that guy. You understand? All those people that are saying that this guy Okorocha is saying something now. Yes, the man is saying things well. But for example, this man go to that place, can he do those things that he's saying? Look, let us talk the time he was in governor when he put all in laws and everything. Is it not the same thing that happened in PDP today and APC? All APC, all the whole PB posting and there's only APC is there. That's why they don't have opposition to fight them today. I can move this country going forward. But there is something I can do. This country will settle down and they should allow Igbo man to rule as a president. That is
okay.
Support. They should support Igbo man. Let the Igbo man rule. I like what this man told what they comrade. You understand? What is it? Is it one man? What they call his name? The Igbo comrade. Okay. What they were saying, they have never given each people that to rule. They must stand for the truth. That's what I was saying just now. I should like to see his face. See his face. He was saying the truth, and we always stand for the truth. He was saying this thing is still happening. They want to happen in those states again. This is only they are doing. They are not doing this right way. And if it happens in those states, it's going to be the worst. You understand?
Okay.
You understand? Thank you very much. Everything people are discussing, everything people are saying, we are saying it the right way you want it. The job like
no.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir.
They call you Nigeria wash. Preach. The other one should preach John 3:16. If we have to preach John 3:16, we are going to preach it in different way. It will come out in different way. This is how this debate always be. But one day, one person will come out. Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you, Mr. Pius. Thank you, sir. God bless you. Yeah. All right. Now, callers, just hold on. Let me give some time for my panelists to talk to us. I'm going back all the way to Leftist Etoya. Now, you heard a lot of people have contributed.
Prince Collins has never spoke.
Oh, Prince Collins is really there with us. Okay. All right. You see, Israel is fighting for all of them. All right. Prince Collins, please talk to us. Good evening once again to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Israel. I really appreciate everybody anyway. The good comrade, we are just joking. You have the right to, it's a democratic world. You have the right to do whatever you want to do for the reason best known to you, but it's just that the guy, the caller, was just trying to see you because he loved what you were saying.
Of course.
As a matter of fact, the issue for me, I don't believe in whoever that is coming to rule Nigeria. I still emphasis on the fact that the problem Nigeria has is the system that we are operating there. And if we are looking for good government, or we want to get the best of what democracy gives, we should, struggle for candidates that will start doing what is necessary. What is necessary to build a good foundation for a democratic society. Like what I used to say all the time. I'm an advocate of this database of a thing, because everything I'm saying it all the time because of our listeners, so that they can educate our voters, they can educate those that are involved in politics, what they need to tell those that are coming in. First of all, this database of a thing is needed. If you look at Nigeria now, the crime is on the high side, health issues is on the high side, hunger is on the high side. Everything in the negative aspect is on the high side is increasing because nobody is holding everybody responsible for anything. And the only way you can control all these things, you can hold people to responsible for whatever is doing. The only way you can bring people to justice, the only way you can bring people to book, is through the use of a database system identification. We cannot be there and be saying we want this and that and that and that. It's like we are struggling in a vacuum without recognition. If we are talking about somebody coming in to come and contest, the first thing that will ask, especially the president, is the president, even if he's the worst person, we should let him know what we want. That first of all, if it is the first 2-3 years in office, if it is only that one that is able to achieve creating a database for Nigerians, it will go a long way serving the nation. Because first of all, crime will reduce by 50% without anybody doing anything about it. Why? People that want to, there are so many people in that nation that want to build their reputation, that want their reputation to remain, their record to remain clean. When you have a database system, you see that people will be able to protect their interest. How do you protect your interest? Whatever you do, just like in the developed world, you have to bring out your identification to go along with it. Even buying something that is more than 200 euro or dollar, you have to bring out your resident to buy it, because that is your identification. If they want to look for you, that is what they will use to look for you. There is no meaningful development anywhere in the world that can be achieved without this. So if it's only this time that we used to make sure we let them know that the person that we need is somebody that will give us a database, because that is the basic foundation for development. First of all, national population census that they need to do every 4, 5 years, that people will just manipulate figures to their interest and all that, will be cancelled. Secondly, those that are into ministries and parastatals with their identification, they want to maintain good reputation so that they have good name. Then those that are into fraudulent activities will look for a way of manipulating themselves, because when you are caught, the record will be against you. It's only in Nigeria that somebody will do something 6 years ago, will commit the crime, they will go to the police station, bribe, he will go to jail and come back. There's no record to show that he has gone. If not, the only people that we know that we can talk about are those that are maybe the celebrities and those that are in hem of affair, that we can actually say, okay, yes, this one went to jail last year, he stole this kind of money. But what is happening in our deep down in our society? Nobody hold anybody responsible for it. And when people when you celebrate people after committing crime, others will go into it. So the only way, as a matter of fact, is to make sure we lay emphasis first on this issue of a database system. Because if we want to have a meaningful development, that is where we'll have it. Because database system allow checkmating of governors that are not doing well or that are doing well. It's a way, the source that you will use to distribute amenities to people from their area, whereby those that are people will be identified before giving the opportunity to them. It takes care of crime. If you want to even distribute light, if you want to distribute water, you want to have personal assistance to people, all that things, human development, human empowerment, youth empowerment, youth development, everything is centered on this database. So until we now decide to say, okay, the government that we want, this is what we should do, and we should lay emphasis on government of continuity. We will never go anywhere. We will keep going round and round and round and round for years. All the things that the good comrade has said, they are very, very okay. Whatever other panelists are saying, they're all fine. But we cannot achieve this without treating the real foundation, and that is this database. So let us emphasize on it to let our people know that a government that is coming should take this as a first priority. That is the first carpet that they will lay that will take us into good, truthful, and reliable and sustainable development. Thank you very much for now. Let me hold on for other panelists. God bless you all.
Thank you, Prince Collins. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you. All right, Israel, talk to us. Go ahead. Israel, can you hear me?
Now lefties, now lefties they talk. Now lefties they talk. Not be Israel.
Can you hear me now?
I want to excuse myself, make the talk for the main time. Because Israel want to talk, Israel must get who want to talk. And at the end, we'll go back to Israel, then we'll go back to other people. So let me go do what I need to do. I'll give now 20 minutes, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay, good. I'll wait. I wanted to throw one thing on Mr. Collins said. What is true? What Mr. Collins is saying. This is one of our. I think it should be one of the fundamental objective of what most Nigerians want. Because the reason why Nigeria is structured like that is lack of. We don't actually get the number of people there who are residing there, and anybody can manipulate one or two things. That is why I agree to what my co-panelist said before, but we cannot also get a proper solution right now. One person that I'm going to say, for example, I'm going to say this is the person, because they still don't have what it takes. We Nigerians now, because of the way the world is changing and what democracy actually speaks about, these candidates are not hitting it. If you look at what Okorocha was saying, he was talking, but he didn't include that. First of all, if somebody comes in and said, first, we need to actually have a database, it shows that aspirant is actually getting he's actually trying to catch the minds of every Nigerian, because that is where our problem lies. Because if the Northerners are going to say we have 20 million, and we have always seen them as like majority. Anything they say, Sokoto State, they'll tell you they have 17 million. You wonder, and it's like, how did they go to that? Because there's no instrument to show that. So they will always have an upper hand over us. Where maybe in Edo State we'll say 6 million because we know we are honest people, or we will never actually get the figure. So every candidate will always come out with good roles, this one, but that is not the primary objective we are trying to say here. That is what Prince Collins have just said. That is the major thing. And if you look at it, none of them have said it. Am I lying, Mr. Collins? None of them. They won't say it
because the moment they say it, that person will be a sellable candidate and people will
exactly. This is the thing. Because the Nigerians
can continue. Without that, the fraud will continue.
Exactly. This is what we are trying to say. That is why I told my fellow panelists just now. What he's saying is absolutely right, but we cannot, like he said, we should be providing the solution. But the solutions cannot be, because if we come out with a solution here and we are telling the viewers and say, this is the thing, and tomorrow somebody else is come out with another strategy and said, oh, yes, I think this strategy is going to work. You see us now saying, oh, so we have misled our audience already. So we must be able to look before we jump. We cannot just jump like that. That is my argument. Like, Even if we are going to provide solution now, we should be providing solution. But how do I provide solution when I don't actually have those things I really need that can really give what that democracy is actually spelled? No, because Okorocha was talking just now. What he was saying, everybody will want to, but he's missing a key. There are some key elements that he needs to add on, but he's not having it. So to me, I would just look at it like,
that is it. That's good.
So why am I going to be saying, oh, Rochas, because he's talking like, see, because he's acting like Obama, because this is the way he can champion you as a youth. But that is why I tell my youth, don't get carried away by this hallelujah. Try to listen to what they are saying, right? Jot them down. Is it talent to what you expect as a citizen under a democratic rule? No. So why am I going to say, oh, he's the right person? And my co-panelist also says zoning. Very right. Because this zoning, they have used it to kind of marginalize a lot of people. If you look at the way they gave us the democracy, they gave us the government, when the British left, they gave us a system whereby, okay, since you guys have turned together now, we'll be sharing this thing like this. But if you look at it, is it the way the British gave it to us, like 3 major ethnic groups is going to rule Nigeria? That is where he is. But how many major groups have been heading Nigeria? It's the 2 major groups. They are leaving the other ones behind. You see that there's still inequalities there. So it's too much to do. How can you get this whole thing? If we want to actually know that they are the majority, let them bring what Mr. Collins is saying, which I also know it is the right thing to do. But they will not bring it. And we should be calling for that. We, the Southerners, should be calling for that. Let them have a database. Let us know how many people live in Nigeria. Let us know how many people that are... Because the INEC might tell you 2 million voted. Sir, how did you know that? Because we don't have the data. Nobody, local government, do they even know how many people living in there? They don't know. So you see that a lot of things that we need to put into consideration in actually selecting the right candidate for this thing. Like my co-panelist, we all agree today. This is the best debate I've ever seen where we don't argue because we actually getting it.
Can you hear me? Israel, you are distracted.
We lost you.
All right. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to we lost Israel right there. Let's move on to the good comrade. The good comrade, sir, are you there or we lost him as well? Okay, we lost the good comrade at the same time. Okay, let's go to Israel is here, but we lost him for now. Okay, let's go to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing
All right.
you.
Yes, we are going to be rounding up this debate in in less than 20 minutes. So okay, I think we have the good comrade back again, but okay, the good comrade is here now. Brother Nice, talk to us first. I would like to ask you, Brother Nice, what is your take when you see people calling in sometimes trying to go against Omoyele Sowore? What can you say about that? Do we really know what we want as a youth?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think Nigerians, a lot of them are confused. A lot of Nigerians are confused. Some of them will say yes. A group will say no. These people, they don't even know what they want anymore. I don't know if it's because of the deceit that the politicians have done to us. So everybody is divided. If this one said yes, the other one will come and counter what the other one said. So you see that everybody is confused. So it's a big problem. This situation is a big problem. That's the reason why I said I will side what this brother was saying, the good comrade. He said, we the citizen, we need to sensitize ourselves first. If we the citizen never come together and have one mind that sensitize our mentality, my brother, this situation go hard though. This is what they discuss, so it go hard where everybody don't divide. So even from this panel itself, you go see the division. Imagine street for Nigeria. Everybody, this one will be looking for solution. The other one will come and counter the solution. The other one will come with a nice idea. The other one will come and say no. You know, everybody just, my brother, you know, I just keep quiet, just listening to everybody. Since when this panel, what do they come? The ones where they call for phone, all of them will come with their own mentality. They go counter the ones where they bring the good idea. This situation not easy, Niger Watch. This situation not easy, eh? So the thing don't make me stay speechless. I don't like you. Because all the since we don't do this debate, all the best contribution where I don't contribute for here, my brother. Let's say they don't go anywhere. This one go come, he go say a lie. The other one go come, he go say a lie. Brother Israel go talk, the other one will come, go say a lie. So that's easy, Niger Watch.
All right, let's see if we can talk to. Thank you very much. Hold on. I have you round up, brother. Nice. Okay, let's talk to the good comrade. The good comrade, are you there?
It's not. Okay. It's not in.
The good comrade, can you hear me? The good comrade is here.
I'm not in yet now.
No, you are.
Yeah, in. We can hear you. We can hear you.
It's now I'm here now. I'll be on the background.
Okay.
Mr. Adikin, what's the question, sir?
I'm asking you because
hello?
You are. Can you hear me, sir? The good comrade, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
All right, I'm asking you, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay,
I
know you are one of those people that have directly or indirectly criticized or go against Omoyele Sowore. Now, sir, we know you are an elderly man without being told, even though we have not seen you directly, but you sound as an elderly man. But we, the youth, we'll be clamoring now that we want the youth to take over Nigeria. And we are tired of these people who are 90, they claim to be 70. I want to know, sir, what do you have against someone like Omoyele Sowore? How come you don't want him to become a Nigerian president?
Oh, I can barely hear you. The line is breaking. Can you just give me that last line? You say, I come, I what? That's the question. Please.
How come you don't want Omoyele Sowore to become a Nigerian president, or why are you always opposing it whenever we talk about
it? No. You are so wrong with that. I have no problem with Omoyele Sowore. I only complain about his arrogance. And I'm the first person that said it in the first debate of 2023. I said, there's one young man who is about the youngest among the whole lot, apart from the Kogi State Governor Omoyele Sowore. I said, if I was Omoyele Sowore, he would have played a fast one on these old money bags, romance with them, be loyal to them, get into power, then betray them, and do the bidding of Nigeria. Those were my words. The first debate on 2023 in this platform. I don't hate him. Let me shock you. Far back as 1991, 1992, 1993, when Abiola was running for presidency, Omoyele was already the student union leader of the entire nation. He has been vibrant. He has been in the struggle for years. I will send you photos of Abiola addressing the press. Omoyele Sowore was standing behind him. He has paid his dues for a young man to own an online media. He has all what it takes. His attitude and character is what I have problem with, because I understand the Nigerian setting. You have to play smart. Okay, let me shock us now. In Anambra State, there's a man they call Ngigi. He was a medical doctor, smart and intelligent, but there were some money bags in the...
We lost him.
We lost him there again because he's been struggling with his network for a while now. But before that,
can I help him?
Okay, yes, go ahead. Yes,
you know, like what he's saying is the same idea that I have against Omoyele Sowore. He's somebody I love so much. He's so Nigerian. He has that spirit of Nigeria in him. He's so down to earth. He's everywhere. He wants to make sure that every single Nigeria Nigerian is enjoying what it takes to be a citizen of any nation. You know, the problem he has is his strategy. You know, his political strategy. I said it before in this platform. You know, his strategy is not the kind of strategy that you apply in a political atmosphere like Nigeria. You know, Nigeria, corruption has eaten too much into the depth of Nigeria that to uproot it, you need to be very, very wise. You know, if you don't have the wisdom of Solomon, you cannot have a way of beating the corruption system of Nigeria. And if Shore want to actually, if he had really had that intention, I think he would have just behaved like just the way Obama did. He started from a low level. It doesn't really matter. You can start from House of Reps. You can become the senator, and so that you understand the terrain of where you are going to, the political atmosphere and the people on ground. Then keeping your own ambition with you until you get to that position. You know, Shore, he was a bit arrogant. He was talking. You know, the way he was addressing people. You know, in Nigeria, Africa is a culture where people seems to, you know, attach a very important, most important to age and people that are financially okay, that will help others. You know, when people assist others, people seems to attach importance to them. So when you throw words unnecessarily to this kind of people, those that are under him will see you as an enemy, and they'll continue to chase you around. So I think that is the problem that Showore had. Naturally, he's a very nice guy. He's down to earth. He's a good Nigerian that wants the progress of Nigerians. If he's given the opportunity, all things being equal, he will do the best he could do to make sure that Nigeria is one of the best nations in Africa, and you should be among one of the best in the world. But his strategy is very wrong in the Nigerian atmosphere. So that's just it. Yeah.
Mr. Najawash. Mr. Najawash, his brother nice. His brother nice.
I'm sorry, my network went off. Can I quickly complete?
Wait, I saw one on the phone. 1 minute. I'll come to him. The good comment.
Okay.
Hello, Engineer Ken. Thanks for calling us. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Najawash, I wanted to ask you a question. Did I do anything wrong? You're not sending me a link to the Panelist apart from only Fridays.
No, we don't send. I don't normally send you. I have a link before. Have I ever sent you a link? We put the
comment section. It's in the comment section.
It's on the comment section. I don't send it to anybody.
Yeah, the link is always there. Yeah.
Pardon?
I didn't see mine.
No. It's always on the comments on Nigeria Watch comment section where you are watching me from. Go to the comment section where everyone are commenting. I normally pin in there. I've not sent a link to anybody before.
The topmost part of the comment section.
Okay, I didn't see. I didn't even check it.
All right, okay. I will tell Israel to be sending to you now. Henceforth.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have you been following us?
Yes, of course. Before, Big Mommy sent it to me, and since I've been on the line, watching everything, I mean, it's so bad. Okorocha is out, and it's trying to talk nice to sweet talk to the Nigerians. It's so bad. And I'm so happy for Showore. Showore is out. To me, I will give Showore a thumbs up if the youth can support Showore. The reason why the youth are not supporting, because Showore has no money and he has no godfather. And you see all those godfathers that you see that are coming out. They are coming out so physical and spiritual. This world is being controlled by spiritual before the physical. So if all these godfathers, before they will come out physical, they are already out in spiritual. So they have sold themselves spiritually to the heart of every young man and women in that country. Believe it or you believe it. We should not be modernized because that we live in abroad. but we should know where we came from. That spiritual things matters a lot. That is why you see these older men that are in the mind, the tongues, the heart of every man and woman in that country. Because they are doing things of the spirit. When the other lady that called and said, showing love did you too much. My brother, I'm a Christian, but we don't fear Christianity. We don't respect Bibles. We don't have fear for God. So I believe if every governor or president or ministers or commissioners, if they can be swearing Shango and all those things before entering their office, I believe there will be a stop to corruption in that country. I believe so. There will be a stop, at least maybe about 60 to 70% stop to corruption in that country. Delivering Nigeria from a second sin, it's not by age. It's not by age. It's the mindset. If we have a gallant old man that is trustworthy, that is not a corrupt old man, that is ready to take Nigeria to the limelight, why can't you vote for that person? The problem we have in that country is too much school. Our leaders have so much education, more than the white man that creates education. The only education they have acquired is how to manipulate numbers to steal. Look at our state that we not came from, Edo State. Look at our current governor, a technocrat. Have PhD in accounting, to watch management. But what about the watch in Edo State? Has ever managed those works in Edo State? Edo State has oak there. Edo State has limestone. Edo State has rubber. Edo State has timbers. Edo State has gold and diamond. Where are those resources? Where are the jobs for the youth? The 200,000 jobs that he promised, where are they? Nothing. But sorry about numbers, how to manipulate numbers. So we should look at China today. Look at China. Look at Asia. Asia as a continent. Look at Asia. An Asian president or prime minister, that great education is no more than first level or second level. All of them are all industrious. I live in Asia, I school in Asia, I've been to over 10 countries in Asia. No visiting one day and live in Asia. No. Spend time there, I speak their languages. I can tell you in and out, my brother. Whenever we went to Laos, children were running after me, begging me for money. The village in Nigeria is like a town, a part of Cambodia and Laos, but they have 24 hours light. They have 24 hours tap water. They have phones. They have long life. They have all those things in their reach. And we are bigger than them. We are richer than them. We have everything more than them. So my face, a Nigerian next president has to be strong one that is industrious. It doesn't have to be by tribe. It doesn't have to be by race. It doesn't have to be by finance. It has to be strong one that can create a Nigeria again. A Nigeria that will be industrious. A Nigeria that will have better tomorrow. A Nigeria that will reintroduce the mindset of the youth into back to work.
Yeah.
When I was growing up in that country, if you're a shoemaker, you can be able to make shoes or repair shoes and build a house. If you're a organizer, you can be able to. I know a organizer that has switch room in the 80s. I know a organizer that has 6 bedrooms with a living room in the 80s. Not they say, I know this man with my 2 meters high. If you're an it's like tailor. You can be able to sew and buy and build your own house. All those things were achieved way back, but this time around they cannot achieve it.
Thank you.
So please, my people, we should sanitize our people. We should let them know that anyone that we are voting for, anybody that we are supporting, it has to be someone that can deliver, someone that can change the narrative of Nigeria to become a greater country again. If we don't have that, if we cannot find that person or not do the election, there's no need for you to vote.
Thank you.
Because you have thought or enough food, they will also put yourself in there. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Ken. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. We
Naija
have,
Watch.
yes.
Now,
No,
brother Nice.
No, brother
Wait,
Nice, hold on. Not your turn
Wait.
yet.
No, you get waiting. I want to tell you, not be standing on my turn. Okay. Maybe you try to give them time, because some people they stay online, they take other people time. Me, I know they talk reach 2 minutes, 1 minute here. So they give them time. 2 minutes, 1 minute.
Okay. All right, no problem. That's for callers, right?
Yes, for callers.
All right, no problem. Thank you. All right.
No. Lefties they talk. Now lefties.
No. It's not lefties. We get more people here now. Hold on, brother Nice. We have Ejiro right here with us. Good evening to you, Ejiro. Can you hear me? Ejiro, unmute yourself.
Yeah, I can hear you, Naija Watch. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you very much, brother Ejiro. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Dublin, Ireland, Republic of Ireland.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Talk to us. What's your take? I believe you've been watching us from the beginning, right?
Yeah, that is why I came on board, because I just want us to rub minds, because the atmosphere now is tensed up. I guess it's tensed up in Nigeria now, considering the 2023 race that is on, election that is on. I want to ask you a question. Okay, I want to ask the House a question. Let me throw this question open. It's an open question.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the question. In your view, everyone on the platform today, in your view, do you think Nigeria is ripe enough not to have Godfather with the kind of politics that we play?
Oh, okay.
Yes, they will have. They will always have, because of the way as the system they have always structured the system by themselves. The politicians that have been ruling us, so they will always have a godfather due to the system they placed on us. So this is the reason why you and I are fighting each other when we know that we are brothers and sisters.
That's the best answer. Mr. Ejiro, are you okay with that?
Okay, can I contribute now, please?
Yes, sir.
To that question.
Yes, go ahead, sir. The good comrade, yes.
Okay. The word Godfather. The word Godfather is not a demonic word. It's not a negative word. It's we Nigerian politicians that have turned it to a negative word. You know what I'm saying? We have people who mentor younger and upcoming artists. They can serve as Godfather. It's the way Nigerian politicians have turned that word to, because of their demonic activities, their corrupt activities. That is why the word is now being seen as a negative. There's nothing wrong about being a Godfather. It's a good positive thing, but we don't utilize it positively in Nigeria. That's the issue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Before that, we have Robinson right here with us. Robinson, good evening to you. Can you hear me? Robinson, are you there? Hello, Robinson. Okay. We cannot hear from Robinson. Let's go to Leftist Etoya, because we'll be rounding up soon. Leftist Etoya, who do you want? Because the question I'm going to pass to all panelists now. I want everybody to tell us who you want. Let's see if one choice will be tallied with others right here. Leftist Etoya, who do you want as your Nigerian president in 2023?
Well, personally, right now, I've not seen anyone yet. That is, because whatever we say here, let's not forget that we don't have private person, what do you call it? Private candidature. So you must be engaged. You must have been flagged up by a particular party. By the time I say I want Robinson as my president, and Robinson does not have a platform, so it doesn't make any sense. So going by what we'll be saying, because I've been, for the few times I've waited, we had a caller from Grace, and Madam Grace made mention of he doesn't like somebody like Sowore, that is a juju man. I would like to also go back to reflect on that. Religion is not a barrier. If he's a juju man, he has the right to be a juju man. In fact, all of us are juju person, in one way or the other. So he's juju. If he believes in his juju and he's doing the right thing, juju did not say we should not do the right. In fact, it's juju that will make us to do right thing more. We must go by that, because the Christianity now self don't put us everywhere, and then they go back. They use the juju. They come out as Christian. So going by that, Madam Grace, the religion or what the person believe, it not really come. Now, what we want, a person will go carry everybody as a Nigerian forward. Where they patriotic. The problem we are having as a people is patriotism. Every sector, because of the structure we had, if I reach there, I go chop my own. Then everybody around me need to chop. And it's not helping us. That is why, Ejuru, your question comes in there. Godfatherism. We don't need to use Godfatherism. We should learn how to go for the best. Since we have started doing that, my own be this, now my person be this, now our people be this. Even if in Amumu, the way we take Buhari now our own. See what he do to us. No, now he shall talk. Even if that person in Amumu, they will put out there because now our turn. No. That's the danger that is killing Nigeria today. We must come together to look for the best brain, whether na Hausa man, whether na Igbo, whether na Bini, whoever it is, as far as that person is in Nigeria, and he has the ability to change the economy and translate good leadership. That is who we want. Don't forget this transition of now my person with this. We need Igbo person. We need Hausa person. It's not the tribe that matters.
Thank you.
And from what we are seeing now, it's still going to boil down to the former, because that's the same structure that they use. What are we talking about? We talked about Rochas coming out to say, I want to be president. And a lot of us have also said that this same man, when he was a governor, he did very well in the first tenure. Actually, he changed Imo State when it became a tourist center. So he began to use million to status. I was even praying, saying, I wish he know my face. He go build my status. Move from one street, big million. After that, he can't begin they do that Jagaban thing now. They bring sister, in-law, make the concept, enter government, not considering other people looking for the best. Like when they talk about Osinbajo, now Tinubu bring him. Tinubu saw him as somebody that is brilliant. He said, "Oh yeah, come." So we should look for people that are brilliant. We should start looking for people that have the wherewithal, that can change the economy, that know what government is, governance is. Not the person will go come like the way good come retain vest just now and not with our mates for the fact that we did here. None of us be mates, but we are not using mates here. You see, that's one Nigerian factor. You don't know me. I have single-handedly removed. One of all the talk what we don't single-handedly do. Yeah, go full now. You see, this is a factor. Some problem what we get as a person, as a people. When they try to take glory, we not the one come together and say this thing will take care. We the one to be say, if not be me, now me cause who you be.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem we have is just simple. We are not patriotic. If we are patriotic, by the time we discover that, see, I always say this, there's no perfect society anywhere. In one way or the other, if you go commit one crime, now who they see shit, dog with the shit, see shit for the man, I chop shit. But the moment they see shit for your mind, be honorable, just like the developed society. I want to resign because of this matter where they grab. So for peace to reign, I want to resign. It they happen for Nigeria, no. That is a patriotic leader. A patriotic leader, a problem that they come. I need to come out. This I want to keep my name. It happen for Nigeria, no. So what would they lack now? Patriotism. We get people who go change that country. No chance. If you want to change the country, you get the mind. Now, person, now also he wear this car. He go fit change the country if he really want to do it. But patriotic, is he patriotic? I mean, want to make more money, want to get the whole world. So I rest my case there.
Thank you very much. Let's see.
Naija Watch, yes. Brother Nice.
Brother Nice, you don't first talk just now.
I never talk. I only tell you, may you give those people where they tell them, may they talk 2 minutes.
Okay, go ahead, talk to us.
Now, my own, you know, saying I brief now. Me, I know they talk long time, so I always brief my things because I don't like too much story. Most of what thing I want first talk is now just question. I even want to ask the panelists first. Why be say most of the time when we always speak about some good candidates that we prefer to become our president, but we, the panelists or some panelists, some of them must still see fault in that person. They must still see critics. Some of them will sing that person's praise. Oh, this person has been fighting for the country. Oh, this person has been good. But at the end of the day, there must be bots. Why? Why can't we just look at the good side of that person to say this person, we want it? Nobody is perfect. We must still see fault. Even Jesus Christ self come as a candidate now, we go still see bots. You know, that problem, I don't understand about Nigerians. We'll try to do. It's a bit, you know, Naija Watch, I tell you this thing just now. I know I tell you just now. We ourselves, we need to sensitize ourselves with Nigerians. We have big problem. We don't know what we want anymore. Everybody is just confused. You know, so we need to humble ourselves. More will know the right thing to do at the right time. If not, this kind of division where these are politicians don't put the citizen. No problem, for real.
But nice. Let me just answer that question a little bit. You know, you're very right. You know, when a society puts you on the edge, are you listening to me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. When the society put you on edge on certain things like that, when you have other people saying, I like this, but I still get it. It is what they think. You understand? Your mindset might be different from someone else's mindset. What you might be seeing is not what the other person is saying. So they also have the right to also tell you, if I tell you to say, take this ukwere or this sugarcane, chop them. If you chop them, you go see the sweet well. You might eat it and you might like it. Another person might say, I don't really like the taste. It doesn't suit my kind of, you know, the way I want it to be. So that is what it is. The reason why some of these people might criticize that is based on maybe what they want, what they think that society should be. That person coming out to say, this is what I want to do. They don't have that quality that person wants.
Yeah, bro, Israel, bro.
Yeah.
If we continue to disagree with what we have been speaking about, how are we going to find the right person? That is my question.
Okay.
This one will counter this. 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 How are we going to get the right solution?
Okay.
You know,
the thing is that is one. Yeah, that's why. If you look at it, if you look at
something real quick, guys, can I say something real quick, please?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you can. Engineer Ken.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Elvis, I'm so sorry for antagonizing you for this. I have to go back and take a look at it, and I'll find it. You know, I want to quickly say something to what the good comrades have just said before. You know, that when he says Showore is too rough or it's too radical, you know. To me, you know, that radical, that is what we need. And I will not support Showore to go and start romancing with these old politicians and play with them and trick them to come into the presidency. You know, because before you can do that, you are devil. So Showore don't want to sell. These guys are not easy. Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, okay. These old men are not easy. They are not someone you can just go to and romance them and let them bring you out. You know, these guys, you're going to take an oath with them. They will make sure you take an oath. They will make sure you drink that blood with them. And after doing all that, you know, before they can easily let you go to manage that at that political level. Without that, you can't do it. Without that, you can't do it. That's just the way it is.
Thank you.
So for Showore is still fighting on his own. Yeah, Showore is still fighting on his own because he refused to sell his soul to the devil. He refused to work with them because they are being demonized. So he doesn't want to do that. You know, so we should leave the man, and we, the young folks of this great country of ours, we should support Showore. We should give him that power. We should give him that strength. We should give him that voice. We should give him that support in any which way we can. And let's try him and see if he's going to deliver this seeking sheep called Nigeria.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
We are going to see now if we can talk to the good comrade, because he's struggling seriously with his network and lives in the UK. That's why until you see now, network is affecting everybody across the world now. Even engineer can sometimes struggle with the network in America. Yeah,
no, apart from the network, I'm getting several calls because there's something I'm handling seriously for. Yeah, I'm with you, my brother. Apart from the network, I'm receiving several calls. There's something I'm handling seriously back home for some our big house. Anyway, my contribution is this.
Are you secretly also going for presidency 2023?
No. I'm an activist. I work behind the scene. I spark up brains to put those in government on their toes. That is my position. I can't contest for any election. I prefer to correct those who are there. You know, set agendas for them. You know, be a check on their activities. That's what I do.
Thank you.
So can I go on with my contribution?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hello. Okay. Now, Mr. Niger Watch, if you notice now, even within us here, the panelists, and while I'm raising this, I want you to correct this, so that people listening to us will not be thinking we are fighting ourselves. Because someone like me, where I argue where I end my quarrel, I don't carry things in my heart. I say the way it is, then I move on. You know, I don't walk that way. You know, there's a trend going on in these debates. I don't want to mention them. There are some individuals here. They will wait at one corner and let somebody do his own contribution. And if you give them 3 minutes to contribute when it's their own turn, they will spend 2 minutes, 30 seconds criticizing the previous caller. They only spend 30 seconds giving their own contribution. When you ask them to provide solution, they will get angry. They will tell you the solution is in their armpits, but they will not let it out. It's like telling me don't eat cocoyam. Then give me yam. You are not providing an alternative for me. And you are condemning what I'm doing. See, my brother, The easiest part of this whole job is to criticize those in government. It's the easiest part. But profile solution, come up with a more superior argument that is convincing. They cannot. So please, moving forward, just like I said before,
thank you.
The energy we are spending attacking ourselves, we should spend the energy to project who we think will perform better when it gets to that office. Sell our candidates. We don't need to fight ourselves. We are like 12 people here now, or thereabouts.
Sorry,
Nigerian population about 200 million.
Can I interject, good comrade?
The majority carries the vote in a general election. So no need to fight ourselves. We are all one family. We all want the best for our country. We all want the best for our state. And it's not even compulsory that all of us must choose the same candidates. No. Nobody is saying all of us must go the same line. But project your own. You don't need to insult the next person. Because that particular aspirant you are insulting, he has followers. He has supporters. You understand? So for moving forward as a nation, if we want to be united, because the country is already under pressure right now. There's so much things going on, you know, so we should be preaching love, unity. Project your own candidate, give us reason why you prefer him, give us reason why you think he will do better or perform better. You don't need to insult the next person. You know, I don't need to insult you to pass my message. So please, we should move with that mindset. It will help us a great deal.
Thank you. According to the good comrade, I support him on that. You know, on this platform, everyone are entitled to their own opinion. Yes, we also have the right to oppose anybody right here. But when we are not continuously attacking one particular person or patiently waiting for one particular person to say something and then you attack him, is not a good thing here. Other thing I'm also going to let everyone know on this platform is that, you know, even the good comrade mentioned on our last debate that I don't know what was happening. He said, if something like that happened, he might not come back to this debate anymore. I want to make this very clear as well. That
no, I was not the one. It's our brother from America, or Mori or so.
Okay, all
Can
right.
you remember? When you corrected him? No, I can't. I'm never afraid of the struggle.
Okay, I want to make this clear on that particular word to let everyone know that whenever you are here, you are not doing me a favor at all. You are doing your country a favor. If the topic is from Edo State, you are doing your state a favor. Because if you don't talk, you might not change anything. That's it. If you think, like I've always said on this platform, if you think, oh, I don't want to go contribute, I don't want to share, I don't want to like, you know, concern me because you don't like Nigeria Watch, trust me, maybe your statement, your contribution would have been able to change someone's lives positively or reach out to somebody out there, you know, and change their orientations. But because of the hate that you carry so much on your head, you don't want to share, you don't want to like, or you coming to the debate, you think you are coming to do me a favor. It's not me. Okay, just have that in mind. We don't charge money here. We don't do any. We are just playing here. All the land grabbers we fought from January to the end. You know, we did not charge anybody. No land. No, all the victims that we helped them to regain back their properties. We didn't collect penny from none of them, and that's why I continue to say here that if any of my team come to you and ask you to give them money, Nigeria will say, will collect money from your hand. You must come here. It's easy for you to reach me. That's one thing people don't understand. If you want to confirm something, the best way to reach me is when I'm on air. Call into Nigeria Watch number and ask the question on air. I don't have anything to hide. All right, then I will answer you. So for that, we'll move on right now. Thank you very much, my people. I would like Mr. Ejiro to talk to us again, because Mr. Ejiro, he asked the question on godfatherism earlier on, but I want him to emphasize more or talk more about, you know, the next president we all should be expecting in Nigeria. Mr. Ejiro, are you there with us?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm hearing you. I wanted to interject when the good comment was talking. You know, I just want to point out some few things before I further explain, expatiate on what you've just asked now. You see, when he was talking about a profiling solution, there's something I picked there. What he said is right. But again, if we don't discuss about the problem, we don't talk about the problem in that country, there is no way you can profile solution. First of all, you have to talk about it. You have to have a discourse about it. That's the only way you can provide solution. Don't forget that the structure of Nigeria, which is our constitution, like we all know here, I believe we all know that constitution we are building on in Nigeria is a fraud. It's not fit for purpose. So
you are very correct on that.
So we have to talk about it, because no one can build on lies. The problem Nigeria, the big problem Nigeria have is that we are building on a foundation that is lie, which is that constitution is a fraud that was handed over to us by the khaki boys, the military. You know, so we have to have a discourse about it for us to be able to profile a solution to the problem. You know, that is my submission on that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ejiro. I appreciate you.
So straight away, I want to. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Mr.
Okay.
Ejiro.
Yeah, you talked about the way forward, like in this election, like, you know, the problem Africa is having is the point is this. The point is that Africa never allowed the right person to rule them. I'm using Africa now as a whole. We Africans will never allow the right person to rule us. If Awolowo had been allowed to rule Nigeria, perhaps or probably by now we'll be competing with China. You know, okay, election is coming. Look at the people now, the names that is up for grab. People are calling Tinubu. People are calling Atiku. People are calling Saraki. You see, all these bold heads, they don't have anything to offer us. Tinubu, okay, let me even take a go at Tinubu. Tinubu definitely is a leader and a kingmaker. Nobody can take it away from his commendable qualities that has produced quality leadership in Nigeria. But it's too dictatorial. We need a Democrat. Just imagine how he embarrassed and removed the sitting governor in Lagos over personal differences.
Yeah.
Even when the governor was performing, Tinubu is too old. He's not healthy enough, you know, to govern Nigeria. We need a vibrant, young, and dynamic individual to govern Nigeria. No matter how you look at it, religion is still a key determining factor in not just in Nigeria politics, but also global politics. We cannot have a Muslim president after 8 years of another Muslim. You know, I support a South to produce the next president if truly we are sincere, you know, about one Nigeria. You know, so finally Tinubu has been so much associated with corruption and corrupt tendencies. Nigeria needs to eliminate corrupt people from corridor of power if we seriously need to develop.
Right, before I let you go, Mr. Ejiro, before I let you go, because you might not have opportunity to contribute again, because we'll be rounding up soon. Who do you want as a Nigerian president in 2023?
That is a $1 million question, you know. I will give you my take. I will just make it brief. The person I want, or the person I would prefer on that hot seat in the corridor of power should be Omoyele Sowore. That is the candidate I will pick if I'm to shop for a candidate. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, let me talk to Prince Collins. Prince Collins, are you there with us?
Yeah, sorry.
Prince Collins, can you? Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes. Okay, go ahead. Prince Collins, I'm going to ask you, who do you want as a Nigerian president in 2023?
Actually, at this moment, I cannot specify anybody because this is just the preliminary aspect of it. As I've said before, who I want is somebody or whatever, whichever part the person is coming from. I don't care. Who I want is somebody that can actually lay that basic foundation for us to see that we are going towards that.
How do we know this person? How do we know this person?
Yeah, you see, Nigeria politics. At the end of the day, all these people are going to narrow us back to two persons from PDP and APC. That's what they are going to do at the end of the day. Whether we like it or not, they are going to narrow us to that place, and we'll be left with no choice than to choose one of those two candidates that will narrow us to. You know, that has been the tradition of the place. And people that I would have loved to come out, like person like the show that we'll be talking about. You know, financially, it's not going to be easy for him because the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria there is very, very expensive. Most especially the large country like that, where you have 700 something wards across the nation, where you have to finance each ward. You know, even if you have to have a party agent, and if he's given the opportunity to become a candidate of his party, you need to have a party agent across all these polling booths, both in primaries and in a proper election. So all these things they are committed towards serious finance. So it pains me every day to see that credible people cannot come out because they don't have the money, the money to spend to enable them to participate actively and get to that place. So it will be a bit difficult for us to say this one because I love person like Okorocha as well. I know he has the money to spend because if we have to talk about giving opportunity to the Igbos, it's a big thing that we really have to this reason because right from independence, these people have been struggling and in terms of industry, they've been at the forefront. So they've been marginalized to the extent that they don't even know where to go. They push to the wall too much. So they can give them such opportunity. So if we are working towards a candidate, it should be a candidate that is ready to listen to the plight of people and lay a good foundation for true democracy. Draw that roadmap for us to see that this is where we start from. Because if you don't draw a roadmap for true democracy, you cannot actually talk about continuity. So I think politics or democracy is a stage, and there is a place you start and there's where you end. So it's like a ladder. So when the first step is not proper, you cannot get to the last step. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prince Collins. Thank you. Brother Israel, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
So
I was listening.
Yes. Now, who do you want? Who do you want in 2023? Because the thing is just affecting every one of us. We need to choose somebody. Who do you want as that person?
Okay. Well, thank you. That's a very strong question. And we said there was a statement being said here while we're talking. And I must address that because we have to put the facts straight before we go to that question. Let me quickly brief on that. You see, I cannot go and tell people to say, follow this road. When the first time you can bear me witness that I stepped my foot on this place, I told you our system, the foundation of the system is wrong. Because I cannot come and tell you that Nigeria Watch come and eat something that I know is rotten to the core. Then I'll still tell you to come and eat it. So I must be able to tell the people, first, this system is wrong. Don't go there. Wait. We need to get to know anybody that is ready, that will paint that system so that you can be able to go in there. With the situation we have right here, you cannot push me to say, I must provide solution, or when I know this thing, even if I am seeing everything, it's still going to be where we are coming from. So I would be a fool to tell you to go there. So for me, looking at this, the way what all the candidates that are coming out now, I will always say, Nigerians, look before you jump, because everything they have been saying is still sending us back to Egypt. They are still the same people. How do I come and tell you that this is who I like? I want a Nigerian that is going to know that this is a Nigerian, regardless of whether you are north, south, east, or west. This is where our problem is. Because they divided us across ethnic lines, they divided us across party lines, and they divided us across how much money you've got. And this is the same democracy they are giving us, that it's a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So how am I going to tell you that this one is good? I only want a person that will see you and not look at you and say, because of your glasses, I will put this one for you. No. For this reason, we must be able to bring a candidate that will choose from this and choose from this and choose this and form a cabinet that will be useful. It's not bringing a cabinet that will always see themselves and just for themselves alone. So that question is going to be very difficult for now, because we've not seen them. The only person that I can see, that I can structure, that is going to look at that, they took his passport away. But it doesn't mean that he's going to be the Messiah. You cannot rub mind with these people. It's going to be difficult, because you are still going to be in that kneeling. You are still going to be kneeling down to them. Like Mr. Collins said, that the only way I can see you saying this is what you are going to do is to tell me that you're going to have a database. And if you have that database, let everybody, so that we know where we are going. For those who can know where the crime is, we can know how many people who voted this one. We can know how many people who is there. We can see everybody in their own. Nobody can hide and steal. And I don't know if you understand. So we are still where we are. I'm sorry.
Okay. So you don't have one particular person to mention?
Right now, I don't have, because I don't want to go and caution you to say, go and do this. At the end of the day, you say, oh, this is what it happened. It's going to be difficult. I'm sorry, my Nigerians. Please let us watch and see. Whoever is going to come out, let them have the right manifesto to say to you. That's all. I cannot mislead you. I am not like that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my people. The last person I'll be talking to right now before we round up is Brother Nice. Brother Nice, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Brother Nice, tell us, who do you want as Nigerian president in 2023?
Yeah, for me, I would have preferred Omoyele Sowore. I wish they did not seize his passport. You know,
no,
so as far. Yeah, but they said it's only his bank, his account that is rectified. It's not a passport yet. So if
his citizenship has been given back to him. His citizenship has been given back to him. Go and check online. It's online.
Yeah.
Okay. So if it's that, yeah, I prefer Omoyele Sowore. If it's not possible, I think I prefer this man. What is his name? Osinbajo.
Osinbajo, okay. But have you forgotten that Osinbajo has been there now for 8 years? Almost 8 years.
Yeah, he's not the president. He can't do anything. He's not the president.
So if you cannot talk, or in the name of you respecting your president, you don't want to be thrown out, that already shows that you are a hypocrite. So how do we trust him?
Yeah, that's it. He's a hypocrite.
His hand is tied. He cannot do anything. He's not the president. And if you see people that is around him, all of them are the Fulani. So
he
the man
retire.
Cannot do anything.
He should retire.
Exactly. Retire.
Have you ever seen who said he should retire? Have you ever seen an African politician that have ever retired?
That's what I'm saying.
He should have resigned, my brother. He should have resigned. He should have resigned. That's the right thing to do.
He should resign.
Okay. You see what you just said now. Before I asked this question before, I said why don't African politicians why they don't retire or resign if they are not performing? I asked this question before. So I see any reply from that. I've never seen since I was born. I've never seen any African politician that have ever resigned if they are not performing.
Right.
So we live with it that way.
Thank you, Brother Nice. Thank you very much. I have a caller here. Let me take one or two calls before we round up. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Okay, that caller, I'm sorry you missed the opportunity, and I'm not going to pick any calls anymore. Yes, my panelists, my commenters, everyone on this platform. Thank you very much for your time with us.
What about leftists? Leftists not contribute to
this
last
was the
one.
first person I asked earlier on. Yes, you already talked to us.
Brother Nice, you do well for your care, but I don't fair talk. You will get to one talk again. We'll be talking, and same talk will continue talk. Just like we
but you get what I want to ask you, lefties.
Organize. Okay, go ahead.
No, just this I want to ask you. Why you can't decide to dress this kind of dressing now?
Well, I fair explained before. I said when I come say na herdsmen, and the northern people that they take over Nigeria. Myself, I begin dress like them. They say they will call me. If you don't follow them, they not go call you according to good comrade.
Okay. You just this one take denounce Fulani.
No, I don't denounce. So I don't hate them. I don't denounce. I say I like to be like them. Without some chance to enter
that place. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, so that Buhari will call you so that you will empower you because they empower the evildoers there.
Make I just chip this one in. The major problem, we dey talk all these things, who we want, who we not want. You see, the major problem is this. If Nigerians, because I want to tell you the game where they play, as they do so, they know what they happen. You remember when they go to bring Obasanjo come out for prison, they know say people don't invest. The only way they fit to cool people down, they go bring Obasanjo come for prison. Now arrangement to come. We want to put you there, but see what we want to put you there. See what you go do for us. Now arrangement. If the people also now agree, show the way they do NSAS as we talk since, they still say problem will come. You remember how Babangida step outside? If you remember, Babangida step outside due to pressure. Nigeria, the pressure, outside community, the pressure. The problem was too much. He been one. When I remember, I bring National Guard. We want to guard himself. The way Obasanjo to bring EFCC and others. He bring National Guard when he want to hold himself as another arm of military. None of they remember, but he has to step aside. The pressure in the country was too much for them to handle. For say not step aside. Now let go for no because everybody don't invest. If only we Nigerians. We also show that anger, so they're frustrated. If we show government, then they look. They know they go remove somebody well off and go, hey, yes, to cool everybody temper. So now Nigeria has a day. These people, they are not stupid. They did there. They look on a reaction. They try to interject to make una fear. But when they discover, say, man, you don't reach una here, everybody will die. They don't get choice. To give up.
My brother, you remember I said the generation different. Times are changing. This generation we did now, Indomie. You know, compare 90 as at that time. I was a young man in secondary school. I know what they talk about. That
Indomie and Bibi Nigeria.
So that generation different from this generation. That generation was quite rugged. This current generation, not be my brother. Sorry.
No, what do you not understand? This generation go fit do one. Now fear. They go fit do one.
Now they talk so now that generation they more rugged than this one.
This generation, though, you know what the government do when they discover say NSAS want take over the that is why they punish.
You just mention NSAS not. I like the way you even prompt me come into this show. The way you talk, you can cut across all device. That NSAS where you talk so right, what you they talk now, I would say now that generation, if I not fail, this generation, so they are like, I don't know how to put it. They are like easily distracted. They're easily distracted because that NSAS where it fails, so you're not supposed to fail. Seriously,
but
now former generation.
Because you know what the government do? They think of what they'll take hold this NSAS. Now they go to break prison. Now plan work.
Thank you.
They're going to break prison. They're going to bring prison, bring people in to perpetrate, say now the people where they do NSAS. Now they bring up. But during our time, we make sure say as we go, they protect ourselves. You know, guy, you get head rich. So you see the difference. That's why I say these people, they one place, eh? That's why when they talk, they study us and they study the mood of the people. They don't see people finish. Our people know that to kill themselves. Go to the
All right, my people. You know, I can see on the comment section from the iRefiners saying that Atiku have stated somewhere allegedly that Governor Wike will be his vice president. But we are only seeing this. We have not clarified that. If Atiku, because for me, I don't want Atiku, but if he carry Wike along to deceive us, he might probably have a chance. Who knows?
You see where one pass
Naija Watch.
Exactly. You see where one pass
come. One pass come. You said don't change mind because of just
Naija Watch.
Yes.
I said the guesses.
These people, all of them, they listen to us. All of them. They listen to all the Nigerian youth when they talk.
Naija Watch.
Yes.
Listen. May you give us your own opinion. Who you prefer?
Nobody. At the moment, nobody at all.
So you know you're choosing, you know you're seeing anyone at all.
Well, there must be somebody now. There must be somebody. If we are to go forward, there must be somebody.
I will let you guys know the next
before you say you get somebody. Don't forget to. I feel say now I want to be president. Say you go support me. What about if the party were the party where I'm gonna agree flag me? Now they
go flag you. They must give you go pay money. That's all.
No, we just want to like what is who they asked that question? Who asked Naija was question just now?
Me, brother Nice.
Please, just wanted to sample Naija Watch opinion, irrespective of whether they accept or not. You must have an opinion. You know, you must have.
Okay, the way
they talk, Showore. Of course, it's impossible. Showore can never be Nigerian president, but it's just our opinion.
The way it be now, I want you just meet your title, say me, I want to be president.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, lefties. If you present yourself, now maybe first person will go first vote you.
But only you know the reach
now.
But no problems. At least you see one vote.
Brother Nice, hold on now. You know, and now he's saying that I should become Nigeria president, right? Hi God. All this position when I go to put for Percy head, so this one not it too big for my ear.
Naija Watch. These people want say you go suicide mission.
So you come out for Abga. That's where we will come out.
For Abga, okay, no wala. And brother Henry, you said you asked me a question earlier on. I don't see your question, no. But we are rounding up right now. I don't see your question, but I see this one, you know. And the moment that Aspera said, I put that one right on the screen. She said the only way we can change the narrative is for us to come together in unity, say no to all the old politicians. Every one of them that have ever taken any seat of authority will never be given a chance. I mean, all of you agree to that?
Yeah, I agree.
If
only
Nigerians, all of us agree to that. If only Nigerians go agree.
Yeah.
If only Nigerians. That's why I say you need to reach us here. Everybody go tire. By the time they see Elvis' name for one political party where they don't even know, they don't even want all this one they know before. They know celebrity. They also now this one we want. This one not too good. Now this one we want. Now that state. Now
my brother. Do you know? Say not even only Nigerians. If only the youth, for instance, today decide that they want to overwhelm the political structure of Nigeria, it can happen. Only the youth first. Only the youth. Yeah. If they decide to overwhelm the political structure.
Bros, you know people they work, when they want to come for that country. People they receive salary. They are tired.
Okay, my people, can we round up now because at the part 2 now?
Wait, Naija Watch. May I deliver my last message?
Deliver now in 1 minute.
No, Nigeria I want to talk to. Ejiro, I just want not be message. I just want to support you for that thing where you talked before, where you say this generation not fit do that kind of thing because they're not rugged rich. You are right. Because this generation will get now and now BB Nigeria they wash and nyash and boobs.
See,
I tell you that Babangida must go for ring road, yeah, ring road, for ring road, yeah. We go participate now. That time in the 90s.
Everyone, hold on. Engineer Ken, go ahead. Engineer Ken, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, my network just messed up. Listen, more than vote for me. More than vote for me as the president 2023.
Go vote for you.
Yes.
You will just speak so English.
And you don't get network. How you can't tell you? You don't get network. You want to become Nigerian president.
This problem I get with Engineer Ken, not because I don't like vote for him. If we vote for Engineer
I keep calling. If I call in, my network will get better if I call in. Because I want more vote for me. I want about 2023.
We don't close. We'll talk this one on our next
video. The way you say they wear mask, if you be president, the way that you born, you come up for we go wear mask.
Thank you, my people. Now God bless you. Now I appreciate every one of you. Before I go, thank you very much for you guys that is on the comment section. I appreciate every one of you. I can see the comment I'll be booming right from the start of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you. Please, before you leave, don't forget to hit that like button. Press the like button. Give us thumbs up before you leave. And as well, you can copy this link and share to your other platforms which you belong to. Together, we can move Nigeria forward. Yes, we have to stand for what is right. If you know you are tired of these pains, these our devilish politicians have inflicted in our lives, only if you are not tired yet, you can continue to be fighting your fellow brothers and sisters. Let's continue to be fighting ourselves. The day we realize that fighting ourselves is not going to move us further, then I believe that day will be the day we'll start fighting the devilish politicians. I don't support any of them. I don't like any of them. I don't want to be their friends because I'm not hungry. Yes, if you check the youth that are crying, clamoring for these devilish politicians, most of them are hungry. Most of them are devilish. Most of them are selfish, wicked, because they don't have, if you really meet them one-on-one, you tackle them and ask them, why are you supporting and clamoring for this devilish politician? Then you don't get to know that this person just chooses to be wicked, for selfish reasons, nothing else. Naija Wash, I will never find myself in that position. God will never allow me to find myself in that position to become a slave to any of these politicians that have inflicted a continuous pains upon us since the creation of Nigeria. Till now, we are still fighting how we can remove ourselves from these pains they have put in us. Excruciating pains for that. My people, let's be wise. Election is around the corner. 2023 is just around the corner knocking. All of them are gradually creeping out now that they want to rule. Today now, Okorocha came out. Although EFCC have countered him, say, Oga, they go anywhere. Tomorrow, who knows who's going to be coming out? It could be Henry. It could be Irene's Finest. It could be Mommy Diaspora or Johnson Emmanuel. Who knows? We are waiting. If you don't talk and say you want to come out, we go bring your mouth and come this our table. We have a very wonderful panelist who said, I raise. Now God, I will bless all of them. But before that, I want us to listen to a few minutes again from Okorocha, but that's where we'll be living from. God bless every one of you. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
The development of our dear land. And to you, the armed forces and the police, I'd rather sympathize with you. I'd rather share the pains you go through. In 2023, that can unite this country and give everybody a sense of belonging. If I say I will unite this country, believe me, I will do so. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying I've done that already. There's no part of this country or zone you will go without seeing my signature. I'm not from Sokoto State. My signature is in Sokoto State. I'm not from Zaria. My signature is in Zaria. I'm not from Kano. My signature is in Kano. It's in Northwest. I'm not from North Central. My signature is in Jos. I'm not from Northeast. My signature is in Adamawa and Bauchi. I'm not from Southwest. My signature is in Ibadan, Oyo State. I'm not from South. My signature is in Cross River. So when I tell Nigeria we unite this country, believe me, I can do that because I've done that in the past. And I challenge all those coming to contest with me to show what they have done in uniting this country. Not I will.